Bones Unfiltered podcast. Bones Unfiltered podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bones Unfiltered podcast. This is another special needs edition. This is episode number 10. And today, I'm here interviewing a very special person to me. I've known him for quite a while. His name is Hayden Redmon. And I'll tell you what, Hayden is not only a member of the special needs community himself, but Hayden is an incredibly active young man. This young man not only participates in Special Olympics, he's also an ambassador of the Special Olympics. As you can see here, Hayden Redmon, Soki athlete ambassador. And he may even do more. We're going to get into this of what all he does because this young man is absolutely outstanding. He goes to Frankfurt. He helps to fight for Medicaid cuts that are going on right now. There's a Lee specialty clinic that's been under attack and threatened to either be budgetary cuts or just total elimination. This young man has also gone to Frankfurt and sat on the steps to fight for those individuals. He, like I say, he does stuff with Soki. So he's not even just an athlete. He participates and is kind of part of the Soki staff. So this young man, he goes to all the shines, which we'll get into what that is. I tell you what, he's just the total package right here. The young man is huge into sports, so we're going to dive into that too because he is a big ECW fan, and we're going to get into that. So today, welcome, Hayden. And I know everybody, it was last minute. This was planned really fast. But I didn't want to pass up the chance because I've been chomping at the bits to get this young man on the show because he's just outstanding. So Hayden, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Bones.
Heck yeah. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get into everything I just talked about, but we're going to roll it back. Let's take it back a little bit, and we're going to let Hayden kind of talk to you, and he's going to explain to you his early childhood, about his disabilities and things that he's had to do that have helped him, progress through life with these disabilities. And as you can see by the smile on that young man's face all the time, he does not let his disabilities get him down at all. And he is a huge advocate for anyone that has disabilities. So Hayden, if you would kind of tell our audience a little bit about your upbringing and your disabilities and your trials and tribulations that you've had to deal with thus far in life.
All right. So whenever I was young, my parents, they said, the doctor showed them that I was born with, disabilities. And so, the trials and stuff that I had to face whenever I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
like whenever I would sit down for a long time, my legs would tighten. So I mean, it felt like I couldn't get up. Then they like 45 minutes or so.
No doubt.
Um, yeah, no doubt. And so I always had to get mom to help me get up, and to help, um, to help me stand up again. But so also, I mean, whenever I was younger, I'd walk with my brakes
Mm-hmm.
on. Where if I was walking, just immediately I would stop to brake. Now if you look at me, I can sit longer than 45 minutes without my legs tightening up. If you look at me also, I don't walk with my brakes on now.
I was going to say, I
I
haven't
mean,
seen you wear them in a while, so that's good. So you've really made some
yeah,
good strides, have you not?
I have.
Now, do you know
You know,
what the medical diagnoses are of your disability?
mild mentally disabled. That's what they diagnosed me as.
Awesome. And I see that, like I was telling everybody before, I mean, you've been in the Special Olympics now for quite a while, as long as I've known you. And I think that's going on near a decade, I
19,
guess. So when
19
exactly
years.
did you start it?
So actually back in 19 years. So I've been an athlete for 19 years, believe it or
Holy moly, that's awesome. That's
not.
incredible.
That is, y- I mean, and of course, I mean, athlete leadership wise, I was actually a part of the first class
Hmm.
in 2016.
Hmm.
And a lot of people don't realize, but with our athlete leadership program, that actually helps athletes find their voices. That actually helped Hayden Redmon get out of the shyness.
No, so you were shy at one time? No, I did not
I
know you
was
then
shy
because
at
you
one
sure as
time.
heck ain't
Yeah.
been shy since I've known you.
Yes, I was shy at one time, but I mean, that even helped me write my own speech. And, so thanks to the athlete leadership program, that actually helps athletes learn how to write a speech, helps them learn how to give a speech, helps them learn how to speak in front of a good audience, and it helps them learn how to get on podcasts just like this one.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you have you kind of dabble a little bit yourself in the maybe not so much podcasting, but yours is more lives. Is that right?
It is, it is lives, yes.
So it is live. Now, how long have you been doing your lives?
That's a good question. I don't even know.
So you don't need well, that's okay. That's all right if you don't know. That's cool. But here's a picture of Hayden, and obviously when you did one of your lives, you obviously sat down with one of these ECW wrestlers. I'm assuming he may
Actually,
be ECW, maybe not.
he's actually an independent wrestler.
So he's
So,
an independent.
yeah, be independent is where like they get to the show, like before they get into WWE.
Oh, okay.
So, like he is actually wrestling out of a group called oh goodness, if I can remember the name, like only thing I can remember is it's in Indiana. And
Oh, is
actually,
that it?
yeah, he still is a wrestler. So
So
I
what
mean,
got you into wrestling? What drew you to it?
man, Bones, good question. I mean, there is a wrestler by the name of Flash Flanagan.
Mhm.
And Trailer Park Trash. They used to have hardcore matches at Oh How They Wrestling. Flash Flanagan actually inspired me to get my own kendo stick.
Oh,
And
really?
so, yes, and so I actually have the own kendo stick still. It's actually in its It's actually in the corner over there. But and so I think what I just loved, about wrestling is getting to see how the wrestlers react with the fans and stuff. Because there's a wrestler right now that I know of. Her name is Rebel. She's actually fighting ALS, which sucks.
Right.
But so she actually was the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So then
Oh,
she
no doubt.
actually, yeah, so she actually moves to Kentucky to get her start at Ohio Valley Wrestling,
No
where,
doubt.
where a lot of them actually get their start at Ohio Valley Wrestling, which is now owned by Al Snow, who
Yes,
was
I love Al
actually,
Snow.
yeah, Al
He's always
Snow,
been one of my faves ever since I was a young lad.
yeah,
He's a cool dude. Well,
yeah.
you remember the movie The Wrestler, right? The one that with Al Snow was a documentary, I think, style based
Oh
thing.
yeah, yes, yes,
Your face was actually in it. Y'all were
yeah.
standing in line, and because of my shameless plug for my cousin, but Danielle Elise Bartley is my cousin that is a professional photographer, and she was actually the photographer on that show, on that movie. And of course, like I say, when I watched it, because she was a part of that, I saw you. I think I even saw Rhino and several
Yeah,
others that were waiting in line to go in or something like that. It was really
yeah,
neat. But Hayden was talking about how he likes wrestling because of the way that he likes to watch the people interact with their fans. And this is a prime photo right here of that. It almost looks like y'all are about ready to go throw fisticuffs is what it looks like. It's
Hey, I love this photo. I mean, shout out to Teddy King, who actually retired.
Oh, did he retire? Did he really?
He did. He's actually a full-time father now.
That's cool.
Yeah. I give your credits to where that is. Actually, and he's also a DJ now. Also, but he was telling me, "Oh, you suck" or something. And I said, "Oh, shut up, little kid. I'll get in there and whoop you around." So then, of course, he had to get into the ring, so I didn't get a chance to whoop him around.
I thought though it was a great photo because it was definitely, you know, got to be a part of the act. And even
Yeah,
if it was just for a short moment, you got to be a part of that. And I thought that was so
yeah,
cool, you know, because I used to love it. Now I ain't seen wrestling in a long time, but I used to watch it back, back in my era when I was a little bit younger and even early, with my kids were real young. We were watching Stone Cold and The Rock and Triple H and Degeneration X and all that shit. Um,
yeah.
it was a fun show. It definitely very
It
entertaining.
it was.
What's up, Val? What's up, Scott? I've
What's
got
up?
a
What's up?
couple of my peeps that always drop in and they're very supportive. So I like to always take a second to just give them a shout out when they come in because they are truly supportive of everything I'm doing. But yeah, the whole wrestling thing, I find it interesting because with a lot of you all that I know from the Special Olympics, wrestling is a very big part of a vast majority of your all's livelihood, I guess is what you'd say. I mean, it's a lot of y'all are very, very, very passionate about it. Now, have you ever met Al Snow? Did you get to meet him?
I've never met Al Snow. Man, I've actually met Al Snow about 3 or 4 times. Al
No,
Snow
yeah.
is a really nice guy. I
I need to
really
start
like
hanging out with you, man. That maybe one day I can meet Al Snow. I'd love to be. I
him.
loved him, man. Back when he'd carry the head around. Oh God, it was so awesome, man. It was.
Yeah,
He is such a cool dude, and in that documentary, he seems so like awesome, like fun.
yeah, he is.
So
He is.
yeah.
Actually, one year actually WLKY actually came out to OVW and they actually interviewed Al Snow because OVW was taking on the polar plunge that
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah, and so Al Snow actually did the polar plunge that year too.
No
But they
doubt.
interviewed, yeah, they interviewed Al, and then they actually interviewed me, and that was actually I think the COVID year when they came out. But so Al Snow and OVW has been a long partnership with Special Olympics, which we're trying to grow that back. I mean,
Mhm.
you know, um, yeah.
That's awesome. Let me show y'all a picture. This is it's gonna kind of a hard shot to see because it's everybody. But obviously, this is one of Hayden's. This is one of the teams that I face all the time because I'm fortunate. I'm blessed to
Mhm.
know this young man, but it stinks that I haven't ever been able to be on the coaching side of things with him. But I do get to compete with him and his two coaches that are in this photo here they're just outstanding. Well, actually, there's three. There's
Yeah,
outstanding coaches. They're all great people. Um, the gentleman all the way on the pictures left. Um, I've known him for quite a while, and such a wonderful coach, such a wonderful man. We have such a good connection every time we see each other. He's just outstanding. But their whole team is outstanding, and they're very good. You all always give everybody that plays with you all a huge run for their money. That is for sure.
well,
So,
thanks. I
and for
appreciate
those of
that.
you all out there, we faced them last night. Um,
Mm,
at the ball field, and of course, due to the weather and stuff, we didn't get a good full game, but we ended up
yeah,
tying, and
I know.
And most of
5
the
to
time,
5.
it's always a nail biter between our teams for sure. But we definitely love his team. We love playing them. They are 1A level, same as what I coach. Hey, Miss Mary, welcome. It's good to see you, honey.
Hi, Miss Mary.
Now, Special Olympics wise, what all do you participate in the Special Olympics? Because I know you for softball and I know you for basketball, but I think you used to bowl. But what else? What else have you done during your athletic career?
Hmm. Good question. What have I done during my athletic career? I actually used to play golf. I do not do golf no
Oh, really?
more. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
golf and I like downhill.
Now, do they have Special
But
Olympics golf, or do you just play? Do you just like to play it?
they do special Olympics golf. Yeah,
Oh, I did not know that.
yeah.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't know that, but I didn't.
I know, I
Now, where
know.
do y'all do that at?
But so my team actually practices at Quail Chase.
No, nice. That's right near
But
me.
yeah, I
Very
know.
nice
Well,
double course.
that's yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very
It is.
nice. One of these days, you and I are
Um,
gonna have to go play some golf. I didn't know you played. I just
yeah.
played the other day in the Co's There for Kids charity golf scramble out at the my old Kentucky home golf course, which that was a nice course. Yeah, I'd never seen that. It was nice.
Cool. Never seen it either.
Oh, you haven't? It's nice. It's fun.
No,
It's a good
no.
place.
Wow. But yeah, getting back into the athlete role or sports wise, I
Mhm.
also played bocce ball.
Mhm.
Um, which me and my partner actually came in first place at the state bocce tournament
Oh,
uh
no doubt.
at EKU.
Was that last season, or did you already do it this season?
We already did it this season
So
because
so this season
it
has
was
wrapped.
in June. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
The state was in June at at Eastern Kentucky University.
For some people out there listening may not know what bocce is. Could you kind of, in layman's terms, kind of dumb it down, but tell everybody a little bit about what bocce really is? Because a lot of people may not know.
Yeah, I mean, I always get asked, Hayden, what is bocce?
Hmm.
So the way I definitely like uh term it out
Hmm.
is like it's bowling, but instead of pins, you don't have pins there. So
Hmm.
like you roll a white ball
Hmm.
out and pass the line or something, and then you'll either roll a red or green ball. And so if you get that red or green ball closer to, that white ball,
Hmm.
then the other team's ball, let's just say it's a green ball, then they'll roll. And
Hmm.
so then whoever gets closer to that white ball, which is called a plena, actually gets the point. So
Now,
it
do you know
goes.
where? Oh, sorry.
It is no, you're good, but it's crazy, because I mean I actually got to play actually in a non Special Olympics tournament. Bob Valbano, I
Oh,
know that
really?
name. I know that name probably rings a bell.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Bob Valbano actually hosts a bocce tournament. Uh,
I didn't know that
you
either.
know, yeah, yeah, yeah. And so, my team and it was my head bocce coach slash my bocce partner. His wife, who actually works for Special Olympics Kentucky, and then one of our friends who is actually one of my coworkers who actually works for Special Olympics Kentucky also. It was us four versus teams in that tournament also. And actually, our team ended up getting second place in that tournament.
No doubt. Now, where'd you play that tournament
Yeah.
at?
That was actually played on Lou City soccer field, believe it or not.
Oh, wow. And that's a
Yeah,
nice field. That would
that
have been a
is.
fun time. That's a really nice place.
Yeah,
That's probably that Lynn Family Stadium is probably my favorite. That's probably my favorite stadium here in Louisville. It may not be the biggest, but there's not a bad seat in the house. It's wonderful.
no,
It's a
no.
wonderful place. And for those of you all that don't know about our soccer stadium, we also recently, this year, started with the UFC in football and the Louisville Kings.
UFL,
That's our guy's name.
UFL,
UFL. That's right. What did I UFC? Oh, I'm sorry.
UFC. Yeah.
Well, you see what I really love. But the UFL is a football team that it's kind of like it's just the same way as like our River Bats, our Louisville Bats for Louisville baseball is the farm team for the Cincinnati Reds. Well, this is kind of the UFL is kind of similar to that. It's one step below the NFL, but it's an awesome it's awesome football, and they had first year in Louisville at the Lynn Soccer Stadium, which was just phenomenal. Great seats. And we actually won the championship, which was
Yep.
awesome. And but I do got a picture since we're talking about that. I do got a picture. I was going to ask him to kind of talk about who it was in there. So I'll let Hayden kind of explain who this gentleman is right here in this photo with.
Oh, I love this gentleman.
I know you do. Tell everybody who that is.
Yeah. All right. So that is Derby, actually. His name is Derby. And so he is actually the Louisville Kings mascot.
Heck yeah.
And I think if you ask me, I haven't got to talk to anybody from the Kings, like why they got his name Derby. But I think if you ask me why his name is Derby, I
Hmm.
think it's because they do play in Derby City, you
Yep.
know?
Yeah.
Um,
Home of
and
the
so,
Kentucky Derby too. I mean, there's all sorts of
yeah,
caveats that
yeah,
could
yeah.
contribute to that.
But, Derby, I mean, oh, goodness, Bones. I mean, there was a video, actually, that photo was taken at, we actually had a law enforcement, torch run 5K, actually, and I actually ended up doing it.
Oh, did you really?
Um,
You did the
I
5K?
I did. I did. It was a run slash walk. So I walked half of it, ran half of it, walked half of it, ran half of it. You
That's
know,
awesome.
yeah. But Derby, I mean, there's an officer by the name of Officer Ford. So Officer Ford and I actually got to start off with the torch on the 5K. And so Derby was right there, right next to me as we were running. He started like jogging, and I said, "Derby, all right, buddy, you got to do this 5K with us." And he goes,
Nah.
I'm thinking, I'm thinking, okay, all right, buddy, you get a free pass." um,
That's awesome.
but
But yeah, that
yeah,
stadium, folks, if you ever get a chance to go to it, if you haven't, check it out. It's a good place. And the UFL is going to continue to be there as far as I know. And then of course, our soccer team, wonderful soccer team plays there too. And they're very good as well. We definitely we got a lot of going on, progressively getting better and better at Louisville. And speaking of Louisville, your Facebook was a little hard to tell, but since you are such a sports fanatic, it appears that you are more of a University of Louisville fan than a UK fan. However, you did have some snip pictures of like the UK softball teams and stuff like that. Are you a full U of L fan? Are you kind of on the fence like I am? Like I'm a Kentucky fan, but I pull for Louisville if they're not playing Kentucky. So I want to see Louisville do good. How are you? How do you fit in that?
I guess there's some parts of me that says I'm a full Cardinals, but then there's some parts of me that says I'm half and half. So,
Hmm.
I agree. I mean, it's hard for me to say like if Louisville's playing Kentucky, of course, then I go for Louisville. You know,
Okay. Yeah. So you're the
um,
opposite of me, but
so
we're very
yeah,
supportive
yeah,
of both programs for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that at
Right,
all. Now,
right.
oh, one more thing too that I meant to ask about when we were talking about Special Olympics, and I'm going to get you to kind of, if you would, I want you to share a little bit. Obviously, here's another picture of Hayden when he's competing against various teams, including mine. But if you notice his helmet in that photo, it says Hot Rod. And that's how I first met him was he had that big airbrush hot rod on that helmet. And I was like, who is this guy? And I want to know, because I don't even think I've ever asked you, how did you come up with the Hot Rod name? And, kind of tell everybody the backstory of that nickname.
Man, good question. How did I ever come up with the nickname Hot Rod?
Mm.
Um, you know, I mean, it would have to be a Hot Rod Roddy Piper, of course. So I loved Hot Rod Roddy Piper back from the older days, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
I loved Hot Rod. It dawned on my head one day. I said, "Mom, can I go get this helmet airbrush and can we have it say Hot Rod?" And she said, "Yes, of course." I was thinking she was going to say no. Then she said yes, and so of course, she said yes, and so of course we actually got to take it to Jefferson Mall. Oh, sorry. Um,
That
but
little piggy jumped up, didn't it?
it did. But we got to take it to Jefferson Mall, and they actually airbrushed it there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And you've
So
had that
shout
helmet as
out to
long as
those
I've
folks.
known you. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen that it's consistent. But he's also one of these characters out there on the field and courts and stuff that always has bizarre socks too. You're a very bizarre sock wearing individual, aren't you?
I am. I am.
And I
I
love it.
mean,
I love it about you. I love
oh,
it.
I agree. I agree. Also, there was one year, and I don't know if we played UR or not, but I actually wore like white tape on my wrist,
Mhm.
and I had black letters, hashtag Team Cap, CAPP. That was actually one of my friends who actually passed away, um, due to brain cancer. He beat
Ooh.
it, he beat it once, and then I think he actually beat it the second time, and then it came back on him, and
Oh man, that's terrible to hear.
it is, I know, but I'll say this, and he loved praising, Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
So that's one of the things he inspired me to do a whole lot. You know,
And for those of y'all that don't know, Hayden, he is very, very big at the church too. I mean, like I say, this young man, he has his hat. He has so many different hats, and he gets into so many different organizations, whether it be for special needs, just charities in general. He's very passionate about a lot of things. I mean, he's a huge supporter. A lot of people know of Shirley's Way, which is a charitable organization that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hayden. They raise money for cancer. Is that not correct?
that is correct.
Yeah. So he's a very big proprietor of that program. Again, the Lee Specialty Clinic. He went to Frankfurt to try to fight for them. Now, are you a patient of the Lee Specialty Clinic, or do you just went out because it's special needs people that needed more people to help rally, and you wanted to fill that bill?
So I actually was a patient of the Lee Specialty Clinic,
Mm-hmm.
but not no more. But yes, I mean, I know friends who go there.
Mm-hmm.
So I went on behalf of those friends, and not just those friends, but there was actually a lady, I forgot what she said her name was, but she didn't even know about Lee's Specialty Clinic or
I
nothing.
didn't
But
either, and I can't believe it.
she, yeah, she actually showed up that day though, and actually spoke and actually asked the government, not to shut Lee's Specialty Clinic down.
Mm-hmm. Now, how long were
You
you
know,
there with Lee Specialty Clinic?
oh goodness, that's a good question. I don't even know.
You don't
Um,
know.
no.
What did they do for you when you were there? When you were part of that program?
So what did the Lee's Specialty Clinic do for me whenever I was there?
Yeah. Mhm.
Um, you know, and I'm shocked I didn't mention this, but a long time ago, I actually got diagnosed with high blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So, they actually were checking my blood pressure, just to make sure it was healthy and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would also do my blood work there. And so that's basically the only reason why I would go, is to check up on my blood pressure.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
kind of use
and
them as they kind of assisted with the primary doctor kind of thing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually one time I think they actually had to poke me about 5 or 6 times to
Oh, that's
get
fun.
blood. Oh, it is. I know, I
Good
know, I
times.
know. It is. I'm thinking, bro, you don't know your job.
Sometimes medicine sadly hurts.
Oh, it does. It does.
Sometimes it does,
I
but it's a good thing, I guess, you know.
Yeah, I know. I mean, every time whenever I get poked now, they only do it once, thank goodness. But they always ask me, are you afraid of needles or are you afraid of blood? And I say, yeah, I was afraid of needles, but now I actually like watching it whenever they stick it in.
Oh,
And
do you like that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do. And so I actually asked the nurse, I said, can you tell me, like, whenever y'all take the needle out? It always feels like the needle is still in my vein.
Yeah.
And she said, well, that is because your vein is like shocked because I just woke it up. Or,
Yeah. Just shove
I'm,
something in it.
I'm, thinking, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that is a crazy answer.
Well, I want to take a second to give a big shout out to Luke Bowman, who just dropped in. Welcome, Luke. It's good to see you. Miss Val, Wolf from Wolf Fair Records. She's in here and podcast. She's in here watching your show right now. Uncle D, welcome, my brother. He's retired military, and Donald Dyer's a really good guy, and he's very, very supportive. And again, I already talked about Valerie. I already talked about Miss Mary. I talked about Scott Braley. Just want to take a second to always give a shout out, at least early on in these podcasts while I can, to thank the people that mean the most. And these people that are in this room are obviously on that list. Um, because they're incredibly supportive of me and they're incredibly supportive of the special needs community as well. So thanks for all of them for tuning in. So now we'll kind of change gears a little bit. Obviously, we know now that Hayden has been very big in the Special Olympics. Also, he's very big in the church, and again in the political aspects too, because he goes to Frankfurt. I mean, this young man is one of the most selfless individuals you'll ever meet. He will go and he's constantly doing something to try to better other people, not just himself. Uh,
Yeah.
you're just an incredible young man. But there is an interesting caveat that we want to kind of talk about, and that is, who is this young lady?
Oh yeah, that's my lovely girlfriend Emily Lear. I actually got to ask her out back in 2014, and
Hmm.
of course the answer, like many answers you would expect, the first answer was, "Let me ask my mom if I can date."
Yeah.
And
And I imagine she had to ask her folks if she could date
yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm thinking, oh, okay. I thought you were going to say yes, but then she comes back, because we were at bowling one day.
Uh-huh.
And she comes back and says, "Yes, I can date you." And so I'm thinking, "Yay, happy Hayden!"
Now, how does that work for
Uh,
you all? Are you all because obviously you're pretty much your own guardian, is that correct? Or is your mother still your guardian over you?
no, no, that is correct. I am my own guardian.
So you are your own guardian. Now, do you live alone in your own place, kind of like, like Rhino has his own place over there off Hikes Lane, or do you still live with your folks?
I still live with my folks. I mean,
Do you,
they give me the basement like it's in my own
oh, you can't beat that then.
apartment or
That's
so.
awesome.
So
That's
yeah,
perfect. Now,
yeah.
um, does Emily, does she live with you or does she still live with her folks?
She lives with her mom and brother and stepdad.
Does she? Nice. So how does your all like do you all go out? Do you see her like every day? Do you see her a couple times a week? How does that work for you all since you're living in two different locations?
It's like every 2 weeks or no, it's like every Friday, but right
Hmm.
now, I mean, they are out of town, so uh,
So yeah,
yeah,
so you so yeah, you're on your own for a week, aren't you?
yeah, for a couple weeks actually. But yeah,
Now, Hayden, do you work?
do I work? Good question. Yes, I actually am part-time employed by Special Olympics Kentucky.
Oh, so he's actually even on the payroll, folks. I mean, this young man just you just crush it in every avenue that there is. Now, what about Emily? Does she work?
She does. She actually works for Bennett and Bloom. Um, she's like a
Bennett
nurse
and
tech.
Bloom. Is that an eye place?
It is.
Bennett and Blue eye doctors? Nice.
Yeah,
Now, what does she
yeah.
do there? Do you know?
I think she's like a nurse tech,
Nice.
if I remember.
Well,
Yeah.
good for her, and she's an outstanding young lady too, folks. I've had the privilege to see her and all the time, and she's just those two are like two little peas in a pod, but they're both outstanding people, and you all look so good together, man. Here's another cute photo of both of them. I love her hat. It's very
I agree.
Scottish.
I
I love
agree.
it.
It is. It is.
Now, that was at it correct me if I'm wrong, but just by looking at the background of this, you must have been at the Papa John's waterfall there out in, off Blankenbaker, is that correct?
That is correct.
Alright, look at me, man, I'm
Good
batting 1,000
job.
right now, boy. Woo! So,
Yeah, it is
so what
correct.
what what did you like do you all like it just because of the scenery out there? Do you just take a lot of, personal photos just because it is beautiful back
Uh,
there?
Actually, her mom actually took that, but she said I know of a cute backdrop area that would be cute for y'all. So and I said, "Where is this?" And she said, "You'll see." So
Oh,
I
so it
did
was
not
a
know where we
secret.
were
So you
going.
y'all went on a little adventure.
Yeah, I did not know where we were
Nice.
going to go. I mean, because I knew of like that waterfall area. Because you're talking about Shine. Actually, I met some of my friends there because we were going to the Shine prom one year.
Mhm.
And so I met some of my friends there for photos there actually at that waterfall. And so I love that waterfall. I mean, it's one of the history landmarks in Louisville, Kentucky, if
It
I
is
say
it is
so.
nice. It's very
It
nice.
is.
It's
It
cool. It is, and it is very you're right, it's a very hot spot for, um, proms, stuff like that. I mean, they all go there for these photos because there's just so many different areas that you can get really nice outdoorsy shots that are really good. Um,
is.
speaking of Shine, he talks about Shine. Now, Shine, I've never been to it. I don't know much about it, so I'm going to let this young man kind of explain to y'all what Shine is. But Shine, to my understanding, is kind of like uh, I guess it's kind of like a dance gathering. Old school term sock hop kind of thing that was back in but it's held by the church, correct? By Southeast Christian?
It is held by Southeast Christian. And I do believe that one was actually at Beachland Baptist.
Oh,
For night
really? So that wasn't
Tom
Shine.
Tebow. Yeah, this was actually for Tom Tebow night to shine.
You look like
Um,
Shaft, man. You are styling and
I,
profiling in that
well,
photo, man.
thanks. I'll tell you the real reason why I actually had purple on is because there's a dog here in Louisville, Kentucky.
Uh-huh.
Ethan Almighty. I don't know if you've ever heard the story of Ethan or not.
I actually was set medic for 3 days on that movie.
Yeah,
I
well,
filled in for, a woman that I know quite well, and,
mhm.
she had gotten ill, so I went in and filled in for her for 3 days, and we shot at the, veterinarian's office out there.
Oh, cool. Well, yeah,
It was a really cool experience and
yeah.
great
Have
people.
you have you actually got to meet Ethan?
I was not there the day the real Ethan was there.
Yeah.
Obviously I met the actor, the acting dog, that was Ethan in the movie.
Oh, well,
But yeah, that was a really neat experience. And now I did get to meet Jeff, the real Jeff.
yes, yes,
And he was such a cool dude, man. Really, just really a great guy. But that whole shoot was awesome because it had Sean Patrick Flannery in it, which is from the Boondock Saints, which he's one of my favorite actors of all time. Um,
yeah.
and I love the Boondock Saints. It's probably one of my favorite movies ever. So to meet him in real life too, was just it was awesome. It was hard not to geek out, but I was able to somewhat control myself.
Yeah,
so
I bet.
so maybe a little.
Yeah, but the reason why I actually had purple on is because Jeff, you mentioned Jeff. Jeff told me him and Ethan were gonna be having black and purple on. So I thought, hey, do I have a purple tie in my closet? So I wanted to match Jeff and Ethan that night. So I've met Ethan Almighty, Ethan the dog, the real dog. Actually plenty of times also. And I mean, what a great true story of a hero, you know.
Heck yeah,
I
heck
mean,
yeah, bud.
because for the ones that don't know, Ethan was on death's door. Um, and someone dropped him off at Kentucky Humane Society like that. And hoping not to get emotional with this story.
Yeah, because it is a
But
sad story. Well, it's sad but good.
it, yeah, it is sad but good. But then if you realize actually what happened, Kentucky Humane Society actually got to heal Ethan back to a normal dog, where Jeff actually got to adopt Ethan because Jeff was actually, and I do believe, I don't know if he still is or not, but Jeff actually works for Kentucky Humane Society, and he was one of them that actually got to see and got to take care of Ethan back whenever Ethan was not, you know, not doing well.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. And I thought I still had it pulled up. I'm I have some photos, but I don't want to share too many because, obviously the movie's not out. So I'm not going to share wouldn't share anything that would give anything away for sure like that because that would
yeah.
be completely frowned upon and all that good jazz. But I would love to show some, but yeah, what a great cause, Jeff. What a great human being, and
Mhm.
my hats off to all the staff and producers that did Ethan Almighty because they did a absolutely fantastic job. So when this movie does drop, everybody, it is definitely going to be one that you're going to want to see for sure because it's such a wonderful story. So, and I didn't know you had that much role with that, like that you were a big part of that too. I didn't realize that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Now
Um,
here's a picture of you have of Hayden at the Shine.
Woo! All right,
Uh,
yes, this is actually Shine Fall Fest now. So that is actually taking that Southwest campus where I actually attend.
oh, no doubt.
Of Southeast, yeah, I actually attend the Southwest campus. And actually, if I remember right, that was actually last year
Was it?
that photo was taken.
So what all did they do at the Shine? Obviously, they do a dance. Obviously,
Yeah.
what all do they do at the Shine? And is it just
What?
one day, or is it like a multitude of, like, say, over a weekend? How does that work?
Wow, really good questions. What else do they do at the Shine? Of course, there's bingo, there's a dance, there's food, there's
Ooh,
games. All of it in one day.
no
Which,
doubt.
yeah, I wish that it would go on for 2 or 3 days, but all of it in one day.
All of it in one day.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of fun. I mean, there's people that I actually see that's never attended like a Shine Fall Fest before,
Yeah,
and
I
so
never have.
yeah, I know, but so then I get to see those experiences on their faces, because I go up to like people I don't even know, and I say, hi, how are you? Is this your first Shine Fall Fest? Because
Hmm.
I'm a participant there too. I'm not a volunteer there. I mean, I love
Right,
meeting and greeting new people. So that's
right.
one of the best things about Hayden Redmon. And I mean, of course I get to hear the stories of like them, like new people coming and and of course it just puts a joy into my heart. Bones. I mean, and another great thing about Southeast Christian Church, and I don't know if Brandon's ever attended it, but it's Camp Freedom.
He hasn't. And I was just going to ask you about that too, because I have not on that as well. So I don't know a whole lot about Camp Freedom, but you brought it up. So let's continue with educating all these fine people out here that may be interested in what the freedom,
Woo.
Camp Freedom is all about.
So what is Camp Freedom all about, man? It's a good camp. It's a 3-day weekend.
Oh, nice.
That the kids get away from the parents.
Hmm.
Um, yeah. Uh, well, I say it's a good weekend. But I can't even remember how many years it's been. But I actually fell and broke my head open back then.
At Camp
Um,
Freedom?
at Camp Freedom, yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what it was, but the only thing I know is I woke up with toothpaste in my mouth, toothpaste in my ear. Um, you know, uh, I mean, I don't know, I don't know if I had like I don't know what happened. The doctors don't even know what happened.
No doubt.
Yeah, thankfully though, that actually hasn't happened in,
Well,
um,
thank goodness for that. I'm glad to hear
thank
that.
goodness for that.
Now,
Yeah, yeah.
obviously, if you had toothpaste in your hair and ear, then obviously that tells me that while you're there for that 3-day weekend, you don't go for 3 days and go back and forth. You obviously must spend the night there for 3 days, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yes.
so how do they do that? Like, is it where is this at? Is it at a campground? Like, how
Uh,
do they set that
it
up for
is.
you all?
It is.
Cabins or
It's
what?
it is cabins.
Mhm.
It's at well, it's in Underwood, Indiana. Um, at a place called um, geez, what is it? What is it? I'm drawing a blank now. Oh gosh. It's in Underwood, Indiana. I'm drawing a blank on that name.
That's
For
okay.
some
That's
reason.
alright.
Yeah, but it's a family Christian retreat place. But so actually, the craziest part about that week is actually the campers only stay 2 nights because they'll go home that third night.
Oh, gotcha. So it's 2 nights
Yeah,
and 3
so
days.
yeah, yeah. But the staff there, they feed us lunch. I mean, they feed us breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Mhm.
And so we get to do fun activities. We get to do archery. We get to do
Ooh.
axe throwing.
Oh, I love doing
Yeah,
that. That's fun.
yeah. We get to do water rockets where like they shoot up in the sky.
Oh,
Um,
really? That's cool.
yeah, they have a thing called the Snack Shack, which is very good too because they actually give snacks there. So every year I always get nachos and blue icy.
Ooh, nice. Nice
That's
combination.
that's my go-to for a snack shack. But then they also have a lake there that the participants can go swimming in. There's
Mhm.
also a pool. The pool was actually closed down this year because they're actually going to rebuild it to make it bigger.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
yeah,
So that
yeah.
program must be growing to where they have to start adding and making things expanding.
yeah, and it's just that the shine participants that go there from the southeast. I mean, high school ministry, they go to another camp, but I mean, middle school ministry, elementary school ministry, um, and I think there's one more that goes actually to country Lake Retreat. Bingo, that's the name of it.
Country Lake
Country Lake
Retreat. Huh.
Retreat.
Never heard of it, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, it is. Thankfully, registration opens in March. And so they always tell people if you want to go to Camp Freedom, make sure you click because Camp Freedom gets full up and packed.
Oh, so it sells out pretty much
Oh,
every year.
yeah. This year was actually the biggest number that we've ever seen.
No doubt. That's
Yeah,
cool, man.
so it is. I mean, I go to Camp Freedom every year, so it's just a special shout out to the staff over there at Country Lake Retreat. You know, I mean, I can go on and on and on talking about it, but I mean, I have one of my favorite lifeguards over there. His name's Andrew.
Uh-huh.
Um, I mean, every time that we go there, uh, I feel like Andrew and the lifeguards and the staff there at Country Lake always helps us. They always make Camp Freedom better every year for us.
That's so cool, man. Now, do they have a dance there too, or no? Like play
No,
music and all that stuff? No, just more
they
outdoors
no,
activities.
it is more like outdoor activities. I mean, we have worship. So we'll have worship that morning,
Hmm.
uh, and then that evening. But we have a thing called skits, which is almost like a talent show if you picture it. But
Oh, so
instead of
that's let me pull this up then. So that must be what this is. Let me see if I can find it. Um, yeah, here it is. So that must be what you're talking about.
okay, no, that is not. That's a
Oh, it's not.
Christmas. That's a Christmas performance I was in.
I love how you look like Woody though from Toy Story. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thanks. Every year that we actually play that Christmas performance back to back to back,
Uh-huh.
the guy in charge of the Christmas performance says, "Hayden, guess what? You're Woody." So, I always love playing Woody.
That's
Um,
that's awesome. I
yeah.
love it. I think you look great, bud. You look
Well,
great.
thanks.
I just had to take a quick
Actually,
second to give a shout out to Madison that's in the room. She says, "Hey Bones" and "Hey Hayden." So
hey, Madison,
Madison, what is that? It's Steitzer. And then
Stitzer.
also, Stitzer.
Hmm.
Now I'm sure I probably know who that is. But the names are it's hard for me now. Faces I'm good with. And then of course Luke Bowman. Thank you for joining in. Luke was had a moving message that says, "I love how you advocate for special needs. My daughter's 3 years old, nonverbal, autistic. I'm losing my mind, but she has changed my life. Thank you, Bones, and thank you, Luke, for being a part of that." Having an autistic child is definitely a challenge, and I can understand what you mean by it makes you want to lose your mind, but you also it's the greatest thing that ever happened to you too, all rolled up into one. So I just wanted to take a quick second to give a shout out to those two individuals that came into the room. Thank you all for showing up and checking Mr. Hayden out here. So
Yeah.
again, we'll get back to it now. This who is this young lady and where were you? Because this picture here, you look awful dapper, buddy. Awful dapper. I mean, look at you.
Hey, well, that is Cody Harris. She's actually a realtor. But that is actually at Night to Shine also.
Oh, really? At
Put
the
on
Shine
by
Fest as
Tim
well.
Tebow. Put on by Tim Tebow.
You look
Night to
snazzy,
Shine.
buddy.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah. Well,
snazzy, man.
thank you. Yeah, I had to rock the Louisville colors out.
I was going to just ask, is that what the cummerbund and the bow tie is all about? Is that represent Louisville?
I guess so. Yes. I mean, Bones. Here's the biggest secret. Just wait until you see what this year's theme is gonna look like. I'm
Oh, I
gonna
can't
pull.
wait. I'm
I'm gonna
looking forward
pull
to
a
it.
little bit of a Lamar Jackson this year.
Oh, really?
A little bit of the Heisman. Remember when
Oh,
Lamar won
oh
the
yeah. Well, now I'm very intrigued. So
Heisman?
I'm definitely looking forward. Now, who
Yeah.
is this young lady with you and Emily? And is this also at Shine?
That is not. That's actually my cousin Paula. That photo was actually taken at my cousin Paula's daughter's wedding, which is also my cousin. That's my cousin Paula, and her daughter that got married is named Bethany. Paula and Bethany, shout out to them. But they actually go to my campus also. Uh,
Do they really? Nice.
they do.
And you
They do.
two, you all three of you all look just amazing. All three of you. You look
Hey,
great.
hey, well, thank you, thank you.
Now that
Uh,
almost looks like where you're at. I mean, I can't remember the name of the place, but there was a place in downtown Louisville. I went to a wedding, and it was the backdrop there looks very similar. Kind of a
yeah,
little hall where you had the
yeah,
reception at and stuff afterwards and
yeah,
whatnot. Um,
right.
now the this let's see now this picture here this picture here is kind of going uh I don't know if this is at Shine. You'll be able to tell me and who this young man is in this photo with you.
All right, so yes, this is actually at a shine,
Oh,
or
there it
no,
says Shine on the dang
that's
bag.
it.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, yeah, it's at Tom Tebow Night Shine, but that is actually my friend Caleb. Caleb actually goes to Southwest also, and he's a part of this shine at actually Southwest.
Uh-huh.
Shout out to Caleb and his mom Jan, who basically does everything that they can do. Uh,
And you're in different attire here, but yet you still have a crown. So like you are just winning, aren't you? I mean, that's
uh,
did you get crowned king at that one as
uh,
well?
well, actually, the coolest part of Tom Tebow Night to Shine, the boys, all the boys get crowned kings, all the girls get crowned queens.
Oh, so they get the little tiaras and y'all get the crowns.
Yeah.
But that's
Hmm.
cool though.
What?
That's still
You
cool.
know, the question that people ask is why do every boys get crowned kings, and why do every girls get crowned queens? And it's easy. Tom Tebow actually even says it, but it's the way that God would want. God would want all the boys to be crowned kings because he loves all the boys, and then he would want all the girls to be crowned queens because he loves all the girls. So,
Yeah. Yeah, he can't pick a favorite. That's not how he
no,
works.
no,
Because
no, no.
they're all favorites to him, right?
They
That's
are.
awesome, bud. I love it, man.
Yeah,
You had so many good photos to
yeah.
choose from too that I almost didn't even know where to begin.
Yeah.
Now, this picture here, now this is a picture that's kind of off topic, so it's not I doubt this one's going to be at the Shine or anything like that. But what exactly was going on in this photo? It almost
Oh.
looked like you were going to do some yeah, either going to be a goalie
Woo,
for soccer or
bones.
you're going to do some motocross. I don't know which.
Bones, good picture, actually. Really quickly, shout out to Jeff and Nunn, actually. Jeff and Nunn actually took that photo.
That's a
But
good
Bones
photo.
actually, yeah, it was actually good question. Actually, that was back in my soccer year. I actually played goalie. So
Nice.
the reason why I had a gator on my nose and my mouth is because that was actually killed a deer.
Oh,
Um,
I didn't even think
yeah,
about
so
that. Well, that makes sense.
yeah, so I actually had to do,
So you had to have
yeah.
that in order to them to allow y'all to practice and play and all that good stuff.
Well, no, I actually had to have that for the photo because he was close to me like this.
Oh, so he was so close. Yeah,
Yeah,
gotcha. So you had to
yeah,
have it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It changed. It kind of changed everything, didn't it?
It did. It did.
It definitely changed stuff up.
Yeah. Hey, Bones, really quickly, can I give a shout out to somebody?
Absolutely. The platform is
Oh,
yours, bud. You shout out all the
yeah.
people you would like to.
Hey, special shout out to JD Shelbourne. He's a country musician. Hayden Redmon actually loves JD Shelbourne. He's straight from Kentucky, and he's got a song called "Straight from Kentucky." He was born and raised in Taylorsville, Kentucky. So you
And
know,
and for those of y'all that
uh,
don't know who he is, there's a photo of it right there.
woo! Hey, well, Bones, if you don't mind, keep that photo up for a little bit longer.
Yeah, you
No, there.
tell everybody about this photo and the experience that came along with it.
All right, tell everybody about this photo and the experience that came along with it, and then I have a funny story to tell afterwards too. Uh, but so that photo was taken at Highview Ballpark.
Oh, really? That's right around the corner from
Yeah,
me.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was actually out there, and so I actually love following JD Shelbourne.
He's good.
He
He's
he
real
is he
good.
is he is born and raised, like I said, in Taylorsville, Kentucky. Um, but yeah, so that photo was actually taken at Highview Ballpark. Actually, a couple of weeks ago.
Oh,
Um,
really? It was that so it
yeah,
hadn't been that long.
yeah, no, no,
Nice.
no.
I did not know that.
Yeah, yeah. I can't even remember when it was taken. But every year, like, there's a opening act before him or whatever. So, we always try to go out and support that opening act also.
Mhm.
And actually talking about JD Shelbourne, he'll actually be actually out in my ways on Saturday. Um, the worst part, I don't think I'll be able to get to go. But so JD Shelbourne, I mean, a lot of people have not heard of that guy, because I come across people on TikTok who haven't heard of that guy.
Oh,
So
yeah. I'm sure there's
I
still
tell them,
some, but he's definitely making a name for himself, and he's
he
doing it
is, he
rather
is,
quickly.
he
For
is,
sure.
yeah. I mean, one of the highlights I can say for good old JD Shelbourne is he did actually get a play at the Grand Ole Opry. Which if you hear of the Grand Ole Opry, if you say that I've never been there, I'm gonna tell you what, it's an experience to see. I've actually got to sit in the Grand Ole Opry for a show before.
Mhm. I have
So it's
too,
an
and it's a nice
experience.
place. It's a big place too, isn't it?
It is, yes, yes, it is a big place. But okay, story time. Yay.
Alright. Yeah.
I always love this story with JD Shelbourne.
Well, I definitely wanna hear it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Well, trust me, Bones, you'll love this. And then if you want to, we can go into this next topic too. But um, so actually, when the Dodgers were playing the Blue Jays at World
Mhm.
Series, actually, yeah, one of my friends told me to call him on video chat. So I did, and he said, "You'll never be where I am." I said, "Where?" He said, "JD Shelbourne's concert. You want to say hi?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So I called him on video chat. JD, he says, "Hey." My friend says, "Hey, I got a friend on the phone who wants to say hi to you." And of course it was me. And JD Shelbourne says, "Go Blue Jays." And I'm thinking, hold up, let's pump those brakes, Shelbourne.
Eh.
And so I said, "Go Dodgers." And he said, "No, go Blue Jays." I said, "No, go Will Smith." I mean, because Will Smith is my favorite Dodger, and of course I'm wearing number 16 Will Smith's jersey right there. Because I mean he's my favorite Dodger, so you have to support your favorite players.
Now, what's your number again in Soki? You didn't choose 16 too, did you? Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Number 3.
Number
Yeah,
3.
no, I didn't choose 16. I had the number 3 pick already, and I think one of the reasons why I actually fell in love with number three. Oops, there's another burp.
Another one. That's all
But
right.
yeah, yeah,
Burp away, man.
but yeah, no, I think the main reason, if you ask Hayden, why did you pick number three,
That's what I was going to ask you.
is actually Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth
Nice.
was one of, of course I know that name.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, I loved me some Babe on the Yankees. I wasn't alive to see Babe at play. I was born in 1992, but so I didn't get to see Babe at play. But I got to watch videos and stuff of good old Babe Ruth. Um,
Hmm.
so I mean, Bones, I'll tell you this, and a lot of people don't know this. But I'm actually related to somebody really cool. At least I think they're really cool.
Well, then
And
if
of
you think
course,
they are, that means they
that
are.
name's right there. I don't know if you can read it right.
Oh my Jesus. Yes.
No,
Well,
no.
let me tell you this. I got a picture because I was going to ask you if you were a huge Elvis fan because somebody also likes to be an Elvis impersonator. I'm not going to say mention any names. This guy right here. I loved it, buddy. I loved it.
Yeah.
So, how are you
Yeah.
related to the king, man? How? I love
How,
it.
man? Good question. You know, related to the king actually through his mom's side of the family.
Oh, so Priscilla's
Yeah,
side.
yeah. No, his,
Is
Priscilla
it?
was his wife, I thought.
Oh, I thought you said his. What did you just say? I thought you said
His
wife.
mom.
Oh, his mom. Oh, now,
Yeah.
oof. Well, I don't even remember what his mom's name was. Ugh. Yeah, I
I
would
don't
draw a
know.
blank on that for
I
sure.
know, I know, I do too, I do too. But yeah, we're related to him through his mom's side.
That's awesome.
Did I ever get to meet the cousin? No, I did
No,
not. Do I
sadly.
wish I got to? Yes, I wish I got to.
I hear you, bud. That would have
Um,
been cool to meet him for sure. 100%.
it would.
100%.
Yeah. Have I ever got to go see Graceland? No, not yet. Do
Ah,
I
but
want to?
you will. You
Yes.
will. Oh, yeah. You will.
Yeah.
100%. I
Yeah.
guarantee it.
Yeah.
Now, you were talking about, obviously we're talking about baseball. Now, while I'm thinking about it, I don't know if you're going, but I'm a Cincinnati Reds fan as well.
Mhm.
As my favorite is obviously Atlanta Braves, but I'm a Cincinnati Reds
Yeah.
fan because they're close. We are going to actually go on my 30th wedding anniversary to Cincinnati to watch them play your team. So I get to see Otani, and I can't wait to see him because I think Otani's probably one of the best people that have ever played baseball. Period.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
just unbelievable, and
Mhm.
not to mention that, but I've heard in stories about how unbelievable he is as a human to everybody too. Like he's very humble, he's very generous. He's just a total package. But are you going to go to that game?
Am I gonna go? And sadly, no. But I'm gonna try and get to go to a Dodgers versus Cincinnati game.
That would be cool. I know there's probably
My
four, but
brother,
we're going to
yeah,
on the 14th. I think is when we're
yeah,
going on
my
September 14th.
brother loves the Cincinnati Reds. So
Hmm.
he's actually been to the Great American Ballpark. Have I? No.
Oh, you
So
haven't? Really? I would have thought
no,
you had
yeah,
for sure. I'd have put money on
no,
that. It's a
no,
nice it's a
no.
really nice ball field,
Oh,
you
I
know.
bet. I bet.
There's a lot
Have
of
I
good
been?
places though. I mean, I love the St. Louis Cardinals Stadium. It's probably one of my favorites, man. It's such a nice stadium. It's just so nice. And
Well, look, I'm
there's
going to answer that for you there too. Have I been to that stadium? No.
you still haven't now have you been to
Any MLB
any
stadiums?
MLB stadiums?
No, actually. But I've been to the AAA, the River Bats or the Louisville Bats.
Oh. So
you
so
know. But
so then you might know who this guy is in this photo here, potentially.
oh my god, yes, my good old buddy.
Buddy the
I think
Bat.
that's his name, Buddy the Bat. Yeah, that was actually a special Olympics night. That photo was taken there. As
You've gone every year I've gone, I've seen you there every year.
yeah,
You and Rhino
yeah,
and many others. But for
yeah.
those of people that are out there
Um,
listening that don't know, our minor league baseball team, the Louisville Bats, always have one day during the season where they have Special Olympics out, and it's just full of our special needs community, and it's such a good time, and it's such a they've got a wonderful stadium too. It's a very nice baseball stadium. It's so nice. Very clean, just the staff's great. I mean, it just everything about that experience is awesome. Would you agree?
yeah, yes, I agree, Bone.
Heck yeah, bud. I love it. Yeah. Now I know you've been there a bunch of times because so have I. So, uh-oh, I hope I didn't. Oh, there you are. I thought maybe I lost you for a second.
No,
Now,
you're good.
you know, to go along with this, total,
Yeah.
just tons of different sporting events. Um, you do have a big love for cars too.
Oh,
And honestly, that's where I thought the hot rod nickname came from, but actually did
mm.
not. So I was actually, if I would have been a bet man, I'd have lost. But tell us about this beautiful car that you're standing next to.
Oh, so the beautiful car, of course, that outfit right there also was actually from Shine Fall Fest. Because it was actually the year of Greece that we had for Shine Fall Fest. So the beautiful car, I don't own it. I wish I did.
Yeah, me too, bud. It's nice.
I mean, here's the question: do I drive? And no, I don't drive.
I was going to ask you that because I wasn't sure if you did or didn't.
Yeah, no, I don't. But the beautiful car, of course, it's a beautiful car. How can you say it's not a beautiful car?
No, I hear you.
Um,
It's sweet.
but yeah, that photo is actually taken at my campus, also Southeast Christian Church Southwest campus.
Oh, really? So was that one of
Yeah,
one of the parish, like attendees that own it, or did they have a car
it
show out
was.
there? Like, why was it
Well,
there?
no, it was actually one of the attendees. The attendee actually is our he was a volunteer.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's why.
Hey,
Bones, I'll be right back. Okay.
all right, bud. So, all right. So we're gonna let Hayden's going to step away for just a second. And so while he does that, I just want to take a quick moment again to thank all of the are incredibly supportive. So that includes obviously Miss Val, Madison. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it so very much. Obviously, Wolf from Wolf Air Records and Podcasting. She's always incredibly supportive, and I do a lot of podcasts. Matter of fact, we're going to be doing one on Thursday with Mike, MIC Bee, I believe he's a rapper that we're going to have an interview with at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, if all goes well. And Miss Wolf will be with me there for that episode. So definitely tune in if you want the next music installment of the podcast. Thanks again to Luke Bowman, who has a special needs child of his own. And I look forward to even talking to him. Never know. One of these days, Luke, you may be able to be on this show. Would love to hear your story. Uncle D, always a pleasure. And Scott Braley, always a pleasure. You dropping in as well. Much love and respect to all of y'all. And Miss Mary, can't forget Miss Mary. She's a very pivotal part as well. So hopefully I did not forget anybody. I'm trying to look through the comments here. I don't think I have. And now that Hayden is back, we can continue on with the episode. Let's see. Oh, well, here's one picture I forgot when we were talking about the Special Olympics. Obviously, Here's a nice, that's a good dapper shot of you posed
That
with the
is,
basketball with the River City Rumble. And
that
I
is,
play against them a lot too, and they're very good as well. So he's just on some winning teams for sure.
yeah, yeah.
Like, let's see. Yep, there's thanks, Uncle D, for posting that. Thank you so much. But I just love that shot of you. And of course the River City Rumble, hosted by the same well, maybe not all the same coaches, but a lot of the same coaches that we saw in the one photo. Um, they also do the basketball aspects as well. So, and he's
Actually,
been on
one,
their teams for a while, haven't you, bud?
yeah. Actually, one of the coaches in the basketball photo was actually my brother.
Oh, was it really? I didn't know
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, well, heck, you're going to have to point him out next time then. I did not realize that. That's cool.
yeah. Well, he doesn't coach basketball no more.
Oh, so he finally was he the one he must have been the one that I didn't recognize that I made the comment that was kind of up on the left and the front. But
Yeah, that
yeah.
was him.
Well, I didn't know you. I didn't even know you had a brother. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
really cool.
he's
But
just my only sibling.
now I kind of want to get into present times. And obviously, there's not going to be a whole lot of pictures to show about this, but this is very, very, very important for him to discuss. And I want y'all to hear from him about it. What exactly spawned in you that made you want to be such an advocate for the special needs community, even though you are one yourself? I mean, you do everything, man. I mean, you've supported the Lee Clinic, the budgetary cuts. I mean, you drive to Frankfurt to go down there to petition so people like you and others that are in your situation don't lose these wonderful benefits that they get to help them through life. What really happened with you that inspired you so much to want to just take control, because you are a huge advocate and I mean a force to be reckoned with. How did that happen with you?
So good question. What really what really hit the bomb? I'm gonna call it the bomb. What
Okay.
really hit the bomb for me to start advocating and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. I mean, I've heard people saying, "Oh well, you don't know that the government is trying to take money away or stuff." And so I've been hearing that everywhere. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking, hey, well, it's time for Hayden Redmon to step up and try to help enforce, to help get stuff going to where like the government won't try to take money or where they won't try to shut these specialty clinic down or where and I've been hearing a lot of that and so I mean another thing that I've always heard about is you know people are they haven't said they have called other people the R word. I'm not going to dig into that word, what that word is. Bones,
Oh yeah.
I know you know what that word is, and I know
Oh
most
yeah,
people
and
know.
I screwed up the other day and said it on TikTok and got banned for 3 days because I was calling myself that. Yeah, not a pleasant word, not something I'm proud that I've
No,
ever said,
no,
but I've been
no.
there and done
Yeah,
that.
yeah. But so I mean, I've actually went to Beachstone Baptist Church actually, and helped put on a presentation about that word for
Mhm.
their youth because their youth did not know that word
Right.
or if that was an okay word. So you have youth groups getting in that are thinking, hey, well, that word's okay to use.
Yeah. Well, and it's not. I mean, when I was a kid, when I was younger, I mean, it used to even be a medical diagnosis. I mean, it was not an uncommon word to say. Now it is definitely frowned upon, and I get it. I mean, I slip up because I'm old, and sometimes trying to teach an old dog new tricks is a little rough. But that being said, that doesn't make it good. So when I do slip up and say something like that, it doesn't make me look very good. So I try definitely not to. Um, speaking of Lee Specialty Clinic, Amy Roller good friend of mine used to work with her in EMS years and years ago. You know Amy? She is
I
in
do.
watching right now. She gave the clapping signs, talking about the Lee Specialty Clinic. I just love Amy. I love Rick, her husband. He used to be a partner of mine when I first started county EMS many moons ago. Such a great guy. She's such a great woman. And they both work at the Lee Specialty Clinic. And obviously, you lit up when you heard her name. You smiled, so you know exactly who Amy is. And
I do.
and I'm so glad and tickled that she's watching because she's seeing how we're doing. I'm doing my best to try to help people like you that are true
Mhm.
advocates. I'm trying to take follow in your footsteps and help because
Yeah.
I didn't know anything about I don't know how I didn't, but I didn't. I didn't know nothing about the Lee Specialty Clinic until just I guess I don't know maybe a month or so ago. So
Mhm.
I'm blown away that I didn't. But Brandon's never used them yet. So
Yeah.
doesn't mean he couldn't. But the program is so awesome, and I
It
can't
is.
thank this young man enough for standing up for that program. Even though now he's no longer with them, he used them before. He knows how beneficial the Lee Specialty Clinic really is, and he does not want to see, even though he doesn't use them anymore, he doesn't want to see anything happen to that program because he knows how beneficial that program really is.
Yeah.
So I can't say enough about your character, young man. You are absolutely outstanding, and you're one of the better humans that have ever graced this earth. So I'm really proud that I get to
Thank
know
you.
you. You're awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So,
You actually just stole my keyword that I always tell people. It's easy. You're awesome and amazing and have a great day. That's what I always tell people.
dude, you're always a beacon of positivity, dude. You are. I wish I'm trying to become a positive human. Unfortunately I'm the other side of that coin, so I always look at the negative of everything, and that's not healthy. It's not good. So I'm trying to learn from people like you because you've got that positivity aspect, especially with all the adversity you've gone through in life thus far, and you're still one of the most positive people that I know. That says a whole lot about your character and
Right.
your upbringing. Like, I applaud your folks did a great job raising you. You're an outstanding. You just ain't gonna find much better than you. You're awesome,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah.
So she said, "Thank you, Hayden." Is what Amy said. Typed in here. You can't see it unless you know how to pull it up, but yeah, the Miss Val, yeah, she don't like the R word either. She calls it just just disability, and that's right. The R word is not a good word anymore. Even though I used to hear it when I was a kid all the time because it was common practice back then. But that shows
Hmm.
how we've evolved in a good direction. Um, all viewers, what's that say? Streamboot.com. Oh, it must be somebody from administrative. Oh, it must be Twitch. Must be talking about that. I need to get that app too so I can see what kind of growth I'm getting from Twitch versus Kick. But but also then of course, Hayden went down there just recently and was fighting for the Medicaid cuts. Now you're on Medicaid, I'm assuming, but are you also on the Michelle P waiver or are you not on that?
I am on the Michelle P waiver,
So
and
you're on
I've
that as
actually
well.
got to meet Michelle P before.
Oh, have you really?
Hmm.
I now see now I well, let me ask you this, since you got to meet her, maybe you know a little bit about the backstory. Like, I don't really know the story about the Michelle P waiver. I just know Brandon's on it, and it took us many moons to get there. But
I did.
because I'm a man and I let my wife, she runs the show. I just follow along like the little dog that I am. So I just do as I'm told. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of things that I don't know. So I'm learning a lot from people like you and my wife and Miss Amy Roller, with the Lee Specialty Clinic and these different guests that I've had on, like Ariel Hill, the nurse practitioner that talked a lot about the Lee Clinic that I didn't know. She gave me a lot of insight to where I've kind of could better understand exactly what that organization does. And then, of course, Miss Sharon that I had on the other day with her autistic daughter that is actually a patient there and has benefited in a huge way in regards to behavioral dysfunctions they have helped to mold her to where that she has far less outbursts. So that just shows that's just one of many, many, many things that the Lee Specialty Clinic does for our special needs community. And the thought of them being on the chopping block for any kind of either budgetary cuts or total elimination, to me, is completely, that's absurd. We don't even need to
Right.
be thinking about that. We can take from other programs that are less valuable, but you don't take from something that's that valuable, because there are a lot of special needs people out there, and you can attest, you went there, that benefit greatly from that program, because it's not just about medicine there. It's about helping them run their lives, everything. It is a one-stop shop. So we got to rally, and we got to rally hard to make sure that the Lee Specialty Clinic never goes away and never gets budgetary cuts.
Yeah.
So now,
So Bones,
yes, sir.
you were asking about the Michelle P.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I got off topic there. Yes. Yeah. Please
You're good.
kind of educate me more about it so I know.
All right. So her grandfather is actually the one who actually, I do believe he actually started the Michelle P. Waiver.
Really?
Yeah. So in honor of Michelle P. She's actually still living to this day, I think so. But he is not. So he's actually fought a long time for the Michelle P. Waiver. Um, so I mean, how to educate somebody? I mean, that's a hard question for me to yeah, answer and stuff, because I mean, just like you said, there is a big waiting list, for the Michelle P. And stuff. So I think that's one of the reasons why the government, whenever I went back, a couple weeks ago, I think it was, whenever I went back a couple weeks ago, when they were trying to just
Yeah.
cut
On
Medicaid.
July 17th, I think is when it was.
Yeah, July 17th, I think. I don't know. When they were trying
But
to
you
cut
were there.
Medicaid, when
That's
they
all
were
that
trying to
mattered.
cut when they were trying to cut Medicaid, the 4% of cutting Medicaid,
Hmm.
we actually all stood up. After they got done with their meeting, we actually all went outside to the government steps and actually all rallied and said, no, say no to the cut. And I don't know if you got to hear it or not, but thankfully, Andy Bashir actually was on a Facebook Live and actually said, I am going to vote no on cutting for Medicaid,
Yeah.
which was a great thing. Um, so whenever I found that out, I had to call everybody I know that was on Medicaid and said, "Hey, guess what? Andy just said no on Medicaid. No cutting Medicaid." So I was thrilled. I was happy. But if you ask me, you know, what was the audience like that day compared to Lee's Specialty Clinic Day?
Hmm.
Lee's Specialty Clinic Day had a lot more participants there,
No doubt. Well, I tell you what,
no
one of the
doubt.
photos that I had seen, which uh it was unbelievable. I don't even know if I still got one up here. Well, here's one. This isn't the best shot here, but obviously, you see all that out front before they went to obviously Frankfurt, but that's the Lee Specialty Clinic building. Beautiful place. Out in
Hmm.
Shively in Louisville, and it's the only
Yep,
one in Kentucky that does what
yep.
they do. So that's another reason why we can't let this gym be
Hmm.
discarded. It's
Yep,
it's too valuable for our community. But
it is.
one of the families, I'm not sure exactly who it is yet, because I have to talk with Amy Moore, because she, as well as these, I think, two other individuals that were patients, families or something, they're the ones that bought all the yellow shirts for everybody. And I'm going to try to have them on the show too. But but also,
Nice.
real quick, just to let you know this, so I don't forget. Uncle D, he wrote on here a comment that's kind of for you. It said, "Hot Rod's number one spokesman for special needs. He's walking a walk so others can understand special needs is not anything to be afraid of. Hayden Redmon shines a positive light on our special needs community." And I could not agree more with that statement. That is an absolutely outstanding statement. Thank you, Uncle D, for saying that, because I couldn't agree more. Definitely a beacon of hope for our special needs community. And I hope you keep doing what you're doing, because you're crushing it, bud. You're crushing it.
Thanks. Uncle
Absolutely
D,
crushing it, man.
Uncle Uncle D, thanks for that shout out, and also thanks for your service.
Heck yeah. Oh, that was very nice too. Yes, he was definitely served in the military. He's definitely a great, great dude. Let's see. I don't well, some of the pictures I kind of went off kilter with, because of course I was going to show and I forgot to do it, but heck, we'll bring it up anyway. But obviously he's a big U of L fan, and he's got some pretty cool. He had some pretty close up cool photos of the red
Yeah,
of the Cardinal. I love it.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
y-
yeah,
you
yeah.
you definitely, now you've gone down to the uh oh, what do they call that? What is it called?
Yumster.
The Yum Center. Thank you. I was drawing a
Ah,
blank. You've
yeah.
been there a bazillion times, I bet, haven't you?
Yes,
Yeah.
actually, they actually brought WWE Raw in town, and actually they were there at the Yumster, and so
Oh,
actually
really?
I got to go to it. Yeah, so
Oh, that's
you know,
fantastic.
I made a sign for one of my favorite guys. Do I think that guy got to see the sign? No. Why not? Why not? Because he was like in the ring, and my seat was like this far from the ring.
So were you like, you weren't in nosebleeds, were you?
No,
Dude, I'm scared of heights. I'll tell you, the Yum Center is a very nice stadium. It's very
it
nice.
is. It is. I
But I tell you what, if you have to be in the nosebleeds, it feels like you're climbing it feels like you're climbing ladders instead of steps. And boy, sitting way up high,
yeah.
if you're scared of heights like me, woo, I sit up, I'm up there, and so now I can't. If I go, I have to spend more money to get a lower seat, because
I
that nosebleed
agree.
seat, I can't handle it.
I agree. I mean, you know, there was one time I actually went to a Lady Cardinals game, and of course, my seat was in the nosebleed.
Yeah.
Uh, so I mean, you know, I told mom, I said, "Mom, there's only one way I'm getting out of here," and she said, "How is that?" I said, "Not getting out,"
Yeah,
because you
either
know,
sit there or get a parachute and jump.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe one of them little hand gliders. You can glide down to the court.
Oh yeah. You know, actually talking about it, you know, I've actually been on Young Center Court.
Oh, have
Um,
you really?
yeah, I've actually been on Young Center Court. And been on the Titantron, I guess you call it, the big square thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The big
Yeah,
TV.
yeah, the big TV. Because you know our Rumble basketball team a couple of years ago, they got to play when they were the Kentucky and Louisville women's basketball game was playing. They got to play at halftime versus another set of the Rumble team. So it was,
Oh,
you know,
really?
the B Rumble team. Yeah, they were split up. Like one team would wear red and one team would wear black jerseys. So you
Well,
know, so
that's
they got to
cool.
play, and
I
I
didn't know
actually
they
got to,
did that.
yeah, and I actually got to introduce the athletes on there. So the camera was like right in my face, and I'm thinking,
You owned it, though.
um,
I'm sure you did,
yeah, yeah,
because you're not
but
shy no more. You got rid of that
nah,
shy
nah,
bug.
nah,
I can't
yeah,
picture you be. I can't believe when you said you were shy. I can't believe that, because you have never
no,
pegged me
no.
to ever be a shy individual.
A lot of people have said that they can't believe I was shy.
Good.
You know, but whenever I got to introduce that team, that was back in the Vince Tyra era.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I loved it.
I I got to meet Vince Tyra before he resigned.
You've met a lot of. You're also another one that's met a lot of famous people. Like you, and it's kind of all over the board too. It's not just musicians, or I mean, it's like you may be a musician, an actor, of some political person. I mean, it's like you because of all the stuff how active you are, you come across all sorts of people.
Mhm.
So I love
I
it.
mean, I got to meet Brian Nagel before he died. Um, and another name that you'll recognize, I bet, Bones, since you love talking about WCW a whole lot,
Uh-huh.
the Road Warrior Animal.
No
You
way. You
remember
met
that
him
name?
too?
I met him before he died too. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's cool, man.
Yeah. I mean, the coolest part with Road Warrior Animal, he actually let me throw on the shoulder pads.
Oh, really? That's cool. Did you get a
Yeah,
picture of you wearing them?
yeah,
I wish
yeah.
I would have found that, man. I'd have
It's
snagged
on
that and showed that for sure.
it's on my Facebook profile if you can go find it, or I can go try to send it to you really quick if you want.
You could try to send it if you want, but I'm
Okay.
afraid to try to go find it because I'm afraid I'm gonna eject myself from.
Okay.
You got to
Well.
remember, man. I'm old. I'm learning technology. that's
I
why.
I hope.
That's why I pre-planned all those photos ahead of time. That
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
they were already there.
Well, look, you're gonna laugh. I hope what I'm gonna do is not gonna go kick me. If it
I hope
does, then
not.
I'll join you.
Well,
If it
if you
does,
go away, I'll still be here. I'll wait for you.
I know, I know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's.
Let's
Can
see
you
if
hear
you
me?
get. Yeah. Yep, I can hear
Okay.
you.
Cool, cool.
You're definitely your face is frozen on the screen, but I can still hear you, so that's all right. But yeah, if you send it to my cell phone, send it to my text message, and I'll bring it. I'll try to bring it and add it to my downloads and then show it. I'd love to see it. Yeah, if I'd have saw that, I'd have snagged that in a heartbeat. But you got so many photos, and of course, I know we did this last second, which I apologize to everybody, but I was really jonesing to do a show, special needs show this week, and um, when he was like, "Hey, I just got up, let me eat some breakfast, I'll do it," I was like, "Let's go." So I know we didn't have a whole lot of time to pre-plan, but I think it's been a great show nonetheless. And we'll see once if he finds this photo and he sends it, I'll be more than happy. Ah, we did lose him. That's what I figured was going to happen, but that's all right because he'll be back. It's probably because he sent it. Yep, here it is. So let me add that to this, and I'm going to show this photo once he is back. All righty. And now there he is. All right. I got it.
Yeah, I
Now let's
know.
see if we can let me see if I can find it here. And
I didn't know how you wanted me to send it to you.
oh, you
But
know what? I should have labeled it first. That wasn't smart. I wasn't smart on there. You'll have to excuse me. I wasn't quite very smart.
no, no, no. You're good.
I
You're
have those
good.
moments where I do some dumb stuff from time to time. Oh, here it
Yeah,
is.
you
Okay, I
you
found
have
it.
those points.
Normally, I label
But
stuff that way. It's up at the top where I can easily find it. There it is.
yeah, good
Ah,
old Road Warrior Animal.
I
Actually,
love
that
this
was
face paint too, man. This face paint was rocking.
actually Hawk's shoulder pads that he let me put on.
No
And
doubt.
actually, the craziest part, think about this is probably gonna shock your brain, but I was the only fan that he let put those shoulder pads on.
No doubt. I love how
Yeah,
you put them on. That's cool.
I know. He actually helped me put them on. So, because he said though those black pipes on or the black pieces on the shoulder pads.
Yeah, the spikes or whatever.
Yeah, the spikes. He said those were really sharp, so he said you gotta be careful getting them on and get them off. So,
Yeah,
I'm thinking, no way, I'm wearing a piece of history. This
you
is
are.
great.
You've done
Yeah.
so much, man. I mean, you're a part of history just with all the advocating you've done. Now, let me ask you. I mean, we were talking about wrestling just a second ago. Let's see. Who is your favorite wrestler of all time? Is it Rowdy Roddy Piper?
Oh goodness, who's my favorite wrestler of all time?
Yeah,
Man, that's a good
that's a rough
question.
choice right there, brother, because there's a
That
lot.
is. Wait, are we talking about WWE, OVW,
Well, I
or
was just in general, but you know what? We can break it down. We could
uh,
say WWF, then WW, OCW, however you want to do it. You could have more than one.
cool.
Or what's your
Here,
top five then? What's your top five? What do you think your top five would be?
woo, top five, man,
They
Bones.
making it
You're
easy on you.
taking there, huh? Ah.
The
All
hits
right,
just
here,
keep on
here.
coming.
I'll go old school and new school. All right,
All right, there you go. All right, well, yeah, let's
there you
do
go.
old
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go. Because I know the
Yeah,
old school, the
okay.
new school not so much, but the old school I do. So yeah, let's do
Okay,
that.
so here you go. Top number one on old school has to be Hot Rod right?
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
Animal,
Yep. Good call.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. He's a timeless
I
classic,
didn't.
or
I don't
was,
know. I
sadly.
didn't get to meet him. Bret the Hitman Hart.
Oh, nice.
And then who would my number five be? It's easy. Er, It's easy. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, you gotta love Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So for the new school, I will always put this guy as number one. He's from Decatur, Alabama. Tyler Matrix.
Oh, I've heard of
Uh,
him.
Ty-
Yeah.
Tyler actually has cancer now.
Oh, and I did
Or
not
he
know
did.
that.
He did. Yeah. Number two, Tanner Sarin, the one that you actually showed a picture of next
Yep.
to me.
hmm
Um, Number three, Austin Riker. He was known as Star Rider with a mask.
Nice.
Number four, I would have to say, you know, the Outrunners as a tag team.
Oh, okay.
Um, and
I'm
then
not familiar with them, but I remember the tag team Dudley Boys. Remember them?
yeah, number five, number which I actually got to see Deli Boys back in the day.
No doubt.
Um, yeah, number five, and I'm gonna put him right up next to number one because he's a favorite also, is Ashton Adonis. He's from Ohio Valley Wrestling.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I even got to meet Carlito before. Uh, I don't know if you know that name, Carlito.
Carlito. No, I'm not sure if I know that one. Maybe if I
Okay.
saw him, I might.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
terrible with names sometimes, so sometimes it's
yeah,
seeing the face or the person, that then I'm like, oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
But
Do
yeah, I
you
don't
remember?
recognize the name.
Do you remember the big, tall guy that used to play for Louisville from Egypt?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
Mamahood
I
or
can't remember what
something?
his. Yeah, he had a name I couldn't pronounce
Yeah,
either.
yeah. I got to meet him whenever I was younger, and I got to stand it really close to him to get a photo.
That's so
Um,
cool, dude. You've had so many cool experiences, and I'm glad. I'm glad to hear it.
I'll tell you one more. If I had to say one more of my little favorite icons that I've ran into, of
hmm
course it has to be a men's basketball player. Russ Dickulus, Russ Smith. I
Oh,
love
nice.
me some Russ Smith. I ran into him
He's
about
a cool dude, wasn't he?
two or three. He is. I ran into him about two or three times.
No doubt.
Mhm.
That's so cool, man. You've got such cool stories, man. This has been a really fun show, and I knew it would be.
I
Everybody I'm
agree.
having, and I'm trying to have as many of you all on as I can because I just love you all so much. Even if though you're not on my team, every time I see you, I look forward. When we go out, I look forward, especially with games.
Mhm.
It's like all the different wonderful faces because there's so many of you all that I just love so much. And yeah, I've got so much respect for so many of you all because you all are just amazing to watch. And with all the adversities that you all have had, and not just you, but a lot of the others that I know, and you all always have that smile on your face and have that positive attitude, and that is something to behold. So I'm really glad I know you, bud. Really glad.
I'm really glad I know you too. Bones, why not? I guess, why not? I mean, I know we're about to end the show, I guess, but why not? Let's dig in about regionals this coming weekend.
Oh boy, yeah, yeah, because we're gonna see you. We're gonna see you
Well,
again. We hope.
yeah,
We hope.
Yeah, I
We
know. See,
hope.
y'all gotta play hard and cut y'all's first game.
Yeah, and I don't. And you know what's bad is I don't know anything about that team this year because
I don't
I
either.
don't think we've even scrimmaged them this year. So like
Mhm.
I don't even know what to expect. Now, do
Well,
you
hold
know?
on.
Have you seen them play yet?
No.
No, so you haven't either. So it's this boy. It's gonna be a mystery.
The craziest part, we play the Redbirds. I don't
Yeah,
know what to expect from them.
they'll be competitive, but I think y'all are pretty dang good, man. I think you all may snub it out, but it's when we played them, they were quite comparable. Like I think we either tied or we won by 1 point. So like it was
Yeah.
a really good game. They're a good team.
Okay.
But you all's team's always stellar. You all always are.
Yeah.
Um, Got to go to a meeting. Great job, Hayden. Bye, Amy. Have a good meeting, honey. And I look
I
forward to
mean,
talking to you more about having those young ladies on, and of course yourself, if y'all want. And we're going to try to keep this Lee Specialty Clinic train rolling down the tracks because we don't want to see him put a stop to that. So we want to get as much steam as we can and get that train rolling. So, and I'm glad Hayden, you're a part of that process. And I'm sure the Lee Specialty Clinic is really honored to have you fighting for them. I guarantee it.
I'm pretty for sure they are too.
Heck yeah, buddy. Well, this has been a great show. I've really enjoyed myself, and thanks so much. I know I told you to be on it. We were going to be on it, and then it's just a couple times I wanted to have you on, you couldn't, and we're just trying to find the day. That's why when you were like, "Oh yeah, I'm available right now," I said, "Let's do it. Let's just do it."
Yeah,
So
yeah. No,
because
you're welcome. I mean, Bones, thank you actually for having me on, and actually thank you for letting me share my story with
Oh, I
people.
loved your story, man, and so did everybody in this room. Everybody's loved it. You know, every so far, I mean, I've had some that not so much special needs people, but maybe families or like I say, clinicians. But with you, um, you and I've had Bryce on, and I've had Brandon and Andrea and Joe Swikart. I've had quite a few of you all have been on the show thus far, and I want to keep going and have various ones because there are people out there that really want to hear your all story. And they can learn a lot. There's a lot of people out there that really don't know much about the special needs community, and maybe they'll learn some stuff. So, I want you to continue advocating like you are because you're just no wonder you're the ambassador. I mean, I get it because you're good
Thank you.
and
Thank
you're
you.
honest. You're good. You're everywhere. You are not afraid to be a part of something, and I love it. I just love it
Yeah.
about you. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you. Let's see what is it going to be this weekend.
Yeah.
The only thing that worries me about this weekend is Mother Nature seems to be wanting to rear her ugly head in regards to the bad weather on Saturday, I hear. So I don't know about
Uh,
Friday. I haven't looked, but I hope we don't have a washout. And
well, Bones, I will say this right quick. I know that we had to play that 60-minute game yesterday,
or 30-minute, yeah.
our
It was
30, but
bummer.
whenever we were playing, the weather felt great. So
I think it did too. It was nice.
my
The
coaches
breeze
were
was just
saying,
perfect.
yeah, my
Yeah.
coaches were saying, well, can't we play the whole,
Yeah.
the whole game? But
I
they
think
said,
we should
no,
honestly,
guys,
I think we should have two.
I agree.
Um, but I don't make the rules. I just have to follow them. So
Me either. Yep, I agree.
it
I
is what it
agree.
is.
It's yeah,
But I hope we get to see you all again. And the good thing is, it's quite possible. I mean, there's only, if my recollection, there's only 4 teams in our division that is competing to go to state, and they're going to take 2 of the 4. So all the teams that are in this hat have a 50% chance of uh, having a good game to where they're going to go to state. So, and
yeah,
states in Owensboro, for those that are interested about that, it's now being held in Owensboro because the Bowling Green, where they used to have it, it was Bowling Green started having so much going on at the same time that there wasn't enough hotel options or even Airbnb options. So I think that's why they kind of side shift and shifted to go to Owensboro, where there was a little bit more, little bit less going on at the same time period, but maybe a little bit more uh, lodging options for those who are going to go to compete. So we may get lucky enough to go. We've already booked our room, so hopefully we get
We
to
already
go
did too.
and we don't
Yeah,
have
I
to do
agree.
the refund process. But
I
because
know.
we
I
haven't
know.
been to state in, I don't even know. Like, but our team this year it's probably one of the best teams we've had in a long time.
I
And a
agree.
lot of it's the same players. They've just progressively they're just all improving. I mean, they're all just
Yeah.
getting better and better and better. And that's because we play hard teams like your team. You know,
Yeah.
if you play easy people all the time, you're not going to get any better. But when you play
No.
teams that really make you have a run for your money, like your team, that's what makes everybody grow. And all of y'all have. I mean, you've even from when I first met you to now, your progress through all the different events that I know that you play has always been you've improved dramatically as well. So it's really a
Well,
sight to
thank you.
behold.
Thank
So
you.
again, folks, if
Yeah,
you
it
have
is.
never been to a special needs or a Special Olympics event of any sort, yeah, I suggest you give it a look and go check it out because you're not going to find better people competing against each other than what you'll find at Special Olympics, and that's just my opinion, bar none. A lot of times I tell people I would rather watch you all play an event than even college or pro sometimes because you all are so genuine and you all try hard, but yet you also are very good to everyone on the opposing team as well. And you're very supportive of them. And it to me, that's just a sight to behold. So
Yeah.
I look forward to hopefully we'll get to see you this weekend, bud. I hope
I
so.
know. I know.
It'll be
I know.
fun.
Y'all. I think y'all play at 6:45, and then we play at 8:45. So
What on Friday?
yeah.
And then if we all win, if we win our games, then we would play Saturday, course weather permitting,
Yeah.
play
Thank
Saturday, and
you.
that's when we would probably see you all would be potentially on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. So Bones, I will tell you this, okay? If
Yeah.
you and Brandon are not tired after y'all's game on Friday night, stick around and watch us, and hopefully cheer us on so
Yeah.
we can beat the Redbirds.
I hope so too. No
uh,
offense to the Redbirds because I think they're great. They're good people. They got good. Everybody in our league is they've got good teams and they've got really good players. So, and they got great coaches. I mean, there's so many good volunteer coaches for Special Olympics in the state.
isn't there?
I can't say everybody's name because it'd take forever. But I tell you what, big shout out to all the people who do volunteer for the Special Olympics because they've got a whole lot of quality coaches across the board, and not just in Jefferson County either. I mean, you're talking E-Town and everywhere else, Oldham County. I mean, there's all sorts of just really outstanding people and coaches. So it's a good organization. So I tip my hat to the Special Olympics, and it's just a wonderful program. So, but thanks again so much. I guess it's already 1 o'clock. Wow. Yeah,
Oh,
we're almost at the 2 hour mark. So we had a great.
I know.
It was a good show, my brother. It was a good
It
show.
was. It was. It was. Yeah, I agree.
So if there's anything else you want to plug or say, or anything you got going on, you want to let family know or friends know, now's the time to say it. If not, then I guess we can get ready and wrap up this episode. And I'll try to, like I said, I'll either upload it today, probably today, so that it would probably go onto all of the major streaming platforms within the next 24, say 48 hours. And you would be on Apple Podcasts, you'll be on Amazon Prime, you'll be on Spotify, all that good jazz. Now, those are all audio. So if anybody listening that didn't get to see Mr. Redmon here in action, because we did put this together very, very quickly, and I thank him for that, but it didn't give us a whole lot of time to kind of let everybody know. You can still tune in on my Facebook for the next 30 days. The video and audio will remain. If that time frame flops, then you can still go to my YouTube page, which is at Bones42323, and you can see both audio and video of that. Should be, as far as my knowledge is, indefinitely. And then when it does upload, Hayden, it's going to be, you're going to upload, but it's going to be in an audio format. Because until I start making some money with this podcast, enough to help support stuff, I put out a lot of money to do this. And to do video and audio was even a lot more. So I want to start making a little something that way. I can afford to expand. But until then, you can see it on YouTube, audio or video. But other than that, there's really not much need to see. But a lot of people do the audio because of driving or doing chores and stuff like that or whatever, and they just put it on as background. So I just encourage anybody that if you haven't, or if you got family or friends that want to check out Hayden, you didn't miss out. Well, you can start this over, and you can definitely check this young man out because he's outstanding.
Bones, you said, is there anything I want to plug or
Yeah.
whatever? If you are on Facebook and if you have not done so, our athlete leadership program actually has a Facebook page, SOKYALPS, SOKYALPS.
Huh. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. So we encourage people to go like it because we'll post like um information from like about like uh you know I'm actually one of the admins on that page, so you'll actually get to maybe see a post from Hayden Redmon saying, oh well, we're about to go live at State Winter Games, which is in Lawrenceburg, Indiana, or something like that,
Right.
So because if it's from Lawrenceburg, Indiana, it's normally Hayden Redmond that goes live. I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's normally Hayden Redmond that goes live. Where can fans find Hot Rod at an event? Oh my goodness, good question.
Yeah. I was just
Good
gonna tackle
question,
that. So
Uncle
I'm glad
D.
you I'm glad
Uncle
you figured out
D.
how to see the comments.
Yes, I know, I know.
So where can they? Well, let's start with Friday. Where if fans wanted to see you play against the Redbirds on Friday, where do they have to go and what field do they have to find you?
Linda Recreation
There
off
you
of
go.
Whipsmill Road,
There you go.
Field 10.
Field
Field
10. There you go, folks. Linden
Field
Recreational
10.
Center in Louisville, Kentucky, off Whips Mill Road. He's going to be in Field 10 at, you said, what time again?
Do you believe it's 8:45?
8:45. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Number 3 on River Sea Rumble.
number 3. He's not, yep, number 3. And of course, you look for the hot rod hat too. I mean, you can't miss it. You can't miss it.
You
Oh, you don't have it no more? Oh, that's all right.
Hot
That's
Rod's not around no more.
oh man, that's a sore subject then, isn't it?
Bones, I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. All right, he's stepping away. So, ladies and gentlemen, while he's going to be right back, again, he dropped out completely. Again, until he comes back, thanks for tuning in. Oh, here he is. Well, that was quick. I thought it was going to take you longer than that.
No. I was getting a phone call, so
Oh, gotcha.
yeah.
But
yeah, Hot Rod helmet is not around no more. I miss it.
oh, I'm sorry, bud. I didn't know.
No, you're good.
I didn't
You
know.
didn't see it yesterday?
Well, I wouldn't pay. I guess because I've seen your helmet so many times that I don't look for it now because I've seen it. Like it didn't register, it didn't click.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
a plain
I
red.
I didn't pay any attention. You weren't having. You've had it for so long now. It's almost like second nature to see you in it. So the thought now of you not having it, I'm like, oh man, it does kind of stink. But everything changes. So
Only way I'll tell you how to know if it's Hayden Redmond or not. I mean, I know me and another uh person on my team has the same batting gloves,
mhm.
but look for red and black and white batting gloves.
There you go.
Boom, boom.
Or
and
for those of
I
you all
look
that
for
watch the
number three.
podcast, you can just look at his face. You'll be able to spot that young man. You'll know where he's at when you see him.
Hey, or look for number three
Or
on
look for
the
number
receiver
3.
on the
That's right.
yeah. And Bones, actually, really quickly, and I'll throw this in too. If
Uh-huh.
fans come up to Hayden Redmond and say, Hayden Redmond, I need an autograph. Guess what? Hayden Redmond does not charge for autographs.
Well, there you
Free
go.
autographs.
Free
Can't beat it.
autographs. I mean,
You
who would have
cannot
thunk
beat
it?
an autograph for free.
You're such a good dude. You'll just do it for free. And I love that about you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You're awesome.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
awesome.
You're awesome, also.
Well, thank you. I
Yeah,
try. I'm learning. I'm getting there. I'm a little every day I get a little bit better.
yeah,
Even my
yeah.
podcast is improving slowly. If you look at square one and you look at now, I mean, thanks to my buddy Chris Wells, I actually got a cool intro. I mean, it's just like
Yeah.
I've got a lot of
I
cool
li-
people that help me out too. So
yeah, I
I
like
definitely
your
couldn't do this by myself. I can promise you that.
yeah. Bones, and really quickly, also, just so you know, Madison sister, the one that chimed
Oh,
in on the
yeah.
chat,
Uh-huh.
she actually goes to the Lee's specialty clinic also. So,
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah, I'm pretty for sure if you'd want her on, like how we're doing it or something,
Yeah.
I'm pretty for sure like she would be willing to.
And if she would want
Pretty
to, all she's got to do is reach out to me because I'm easy to find. I'm either people like you know how to get a hold of me very very easily. But
oh yeah,
other than
oh
that,
yeah,
for
yeah.
those that want to know, if you are looking and you did watch the show, like say Luke Bowman, who has and you may be interested in being in the special needs podcast, then just definitely hit me up at Bones Warren on Facebook. That's my personal page, and then I will send you the link to Bones Enterprises LLC period on Facebook. And that's where you'll find my business page, which is where the podcast actually is streamed from. And pretty much anything business related goes on that. So definitely look me up on those pages. You will find phone numbers where you can actually call me or text me. Plus, I do or what do they call it? Messenger, instant mess in Messenger. I do those as well. So definitely look for me there, and I would love to talk to anybody, especially people that deal with the Lee Specialty Clinic. Because again, this is a topic that is not I don't want to let go of right away. Like we're going to keep pushing, and or at least I'm going to try as best I can with my short attention span. I'm going to try to stay on topic and always just push, push, push because the last thing I want to see is for any of you all to lose any benefits because you all are all went through a lot and you all deserve it. And I want to see you all continue to get everything you get, but I also want to see this clinic thrive because it does wonderful things for people that can't take care of themselves. And a lot of people out there they're not like you. They don't have a good family system maybe, or maybe their family system has since passed and they're all alone and they need something like the Lee Specialty Clinic to help govern their life and make sure that they stay safe. And that's what this organization does. And we can't chop that. We just cannot.
No,
So,
no, no.
and then the next time we do go to Frankfurt, hopefully, I didn't get to go this last time because I had prior engagements. I hope that I'll be available. That way I can go as well. And then you and I can hang out down there. We can hold some
Yeah,
signs or maybe even do a
yeah.
maybe
You
even do a
tell 'em, Bones.
TikTok or something. Maybe, or go
You
live.
tell
If
'em, Bones. Yeah.
I gotta learn how to work my gimbal. I gotta learn how to really get more proficient with it because I kind of suck right now. But
Yeah.
once I get more proficient with that, I mean, heck, we could maybe even do a podcast from the Capitol steps if we had good enough service. So, you
Yeah,
know,
you tell 'em.
or I
You
would
tell
have
'em,
to
Bones.
record and then learn how to edit. So one of these days I need to learn how to do that too. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but baby
Trust
steps
me,
for me, baby
I'm
steps.
not good at recording and editing, so do not
I'm not
look
either.
at me for that.
I'm not good at a lot of stuff.
Mm,
I just fake it till I make it, bud.
yeah, I understand.
Well, Hayden, I love it, man. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. And
Anything
Bones,
else you want to say before we end this
uh,
one?
actually, make sure you go check out Ohave Wrestling also. I mean,
There you go.
those guys and girls are getting them. money from
That's right.
the um, from whenever fans go out and buy the merch. So go support the local wrestlers. I mean, because that's how they get the gas money. And
That's right. And, speaking of support, let's also throw this in there again, just like we always do, supporting various causes. Um, if you're somebody listening that has lots and lots of money and do lots of donations, charitable donations throughout the year for tax purposes or just whatever, how about just take that extra second to maybe think, instead of donating to some of these causes that make plenty of money per year. Like for say, cancer research is $1 billion industry to my knowledge, and they make a lot of money per year. So instead of donating to something like that that's already really well established, why not reach out and donate to something like, say, Special Olympics of Kentucky, or why not donate to something like, say, donate to the Lee Specialty Clinic to make sure that nothing happens to them. Let's not just always put all of our eggs into that one basket. Everybody hates cancer. We all think it sucks, but there's a lot of charitable organizations out there that also could use help. And let's not forget about those. And then, as for me, if you like the podcast, you like what I'm doing here, help me grow, because right now I'm still very at the infancy stage, and I'm making strides and I'm loving it. But the best way you can help me is the number one best way: likes, follows, and shares. If you like what I'm doing, just hit the like button. It don't cost anything. Don't cost anything to follow me. Doesn't cost anything to share it on your page so others can maybe see this. And then if you're one of those individuals that actually um, has the finances to do it and want to support the actual podcast, well, you can do that via stars. If I'm on TikTok, they do that, all that, whatever that crap is they do with the weird little stuff on the heads and crap. I don't know. I don't understand it, but it's there. That's all generating money. But also, I have a website. So you can go to www.bonesunfilteredpodcast.com. There you will be at my website, and I have a merch section. And anything that you buy off of the merch site, I get royalties for my emblem being on it. So every month they will contribute to my bank account my percentage for products sold. And I've got a little bit of everything on there. I've got hats, I've got t-shirts, I've got mugs, tumblers, koozies. I've got all sorts of stuff on there with the Bones Unfiltered podcast logos on there. So definitely, if you can afford to do that, check that out. Anything would be much appreciated to help me grow the show. But definitely, like I've said before, and I'll say it again, do not ever put yourself in a financial hardship supporting anything if you do not have the money to do so. So that's when I would rather just see you in the podcast watching, or just the likes and shares. But definitely don't do anything to put anybody in any kind of financial hardship. And again, I want to thank this young man, Hayden Redmon, for taking time out of his day to be on my podcast and sharing his story for all of you all to hear. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart with how big of an ambassador you are for the special needs community, period, whether it be Medicaid cuts, Lee Specialty Clinic, or just Soki, or just special needs in general. This young man is always fighting for everybody that has gone through some various type of ailment like he has. And we're blessed to have you running that show, buddy.
well, thank you, thank you. Bones, really quickly.
Yes, sir.
I, you, so Uncle D actually brought something to my head a minute ago.
Oh, did he?
He
Hang
said
on, I got to scroll because I
he
didn't
said
keep up.
he said Micro Wrestling Federation. You know, his nephew
Those are
Psycho.
fun too.
I've never been to a Micro Wrestling Federation show,
Oh, no
but
doubt.
Uncle D, I will say this: if I had to pick one of my favorite ever Micro Wrestling Federation people, it'd be your nephew. I love Psycho.
No doubt.
I love Psycho. And Uncle D, if you can make it happen, Hayden Redmond would love to meet your nephew.
Well, and I will tell you this, Hayden, so you can keep an eye out for it. A lot of times, Bluegrass Harley of Louisville here,
Mhm,
which is out there in the East End off the Gene. Um,
mhm.
Generally once a year, a lot of times they used to, and I don't know if they're going to continue to do it, but my son, when he was working there, they had done it a few years. They always have micro wrestling at some point in time there at their shop. And they set it up, I think, in the parking lot, and they have a big event. They bring in food vendors and they do micro wrestling. So keep an eye out for that, because that's where
Yes,
you
I'll
may
have
you
to.
may get to see who you want to see. It may happen.
I'll have to. I know. I loved it because, so talking about Psycho really quickly.
Oh, go
Psycho
ahead.
was actually, he was actually on WWE as Mini Cena. So,
Oh, really? No doubt.
yeah,
I did not know that.
I loved seeing that, because a lot of people have actually pointed that out, and it did make sense, because I was thinking, no, that ain't Psycho, but I loved seeing Mini Cena, aka Psycho, on there, and so Psycho is, one of my favorite micro wrestlers,
That's awesome.
if not my favorite micro wrestler.
That's beautiful. So there you go, folks. Check him out too. And now you know where to also look for micro wrestling, because it does come through. And like I say, everybody that I talk to, I have a neighbor that works there too, and they said it's just a blast. It was just so much fun. And those little micro wrestlers, man, they may be small, but they those little peeps pack a punch. That's for sure. So they are fun to watch. It's really entertaining. So,
Yeah, and then Bones really quickly also.
uh-huh.
I have to throw another shout out to some
Well, go
uh
ahead.
Cash Flow, aka Mike Walden, who
Mhm.
plays he's in a show with Sylvester Stallone. I forget what Tulsa King.
I was gonna
Tulsa
say
King.
Tulsa Kings. Yeah. Oh, great
Yeah,
show too,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Great
He
show.
he actually he actually plays Bigfoot in it.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
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 he's
yeah.
the bodyguard, or well, he's like one of his henchmen, if I
Yeah,
think. Yeah.
he actually is a wrestler also. So
Yeah.
he's got the hardest chop in Louisville, I can say.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, the one that looks like that,
Yeah.
where they slap
That
you.
big slap that you can
Yeah,
you can feel it from your seat.
yeah,
It's good
yeah.
times, bud.
I mean, it is good times. I mean, there was one show, I got to go see. And if you looked at the guy's chest,
Mhm.
the guy's chest actually looked black and blue from Cash Plus top.
Dang. That's a
And I know it had me. Uh,
They
I'm thinking,
they are
I
some
don't want to
athletic
do this.
peeps to do that.
They
To
are.
do that wrestling, man. You
Um,
gotta be athletic, and you gotta be able to tolerate some pain,
they
because
are.
it may, some of the storyline may be choreographed, but make no mistake, you have to be athletic to be in. You have to be an
Yeah,
athlete to be able to do that wrestling, because
yeah, yeah.
it's very vigorous, and it's a brutal sport, to say the
Um,
least.
eh, Bones, I'll tell you also, and I don't know if you know this or not, but Shuri's Way also they also love supporting Hayden Redmon. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Oh, no, I did not know that, but I know that
Yeah,
they
yeah,
are, they do. I saw on your thing, you definitely support that charity, and that charity is also it's a very big deal. It's been on the news a lot here in Louisville, so it's a lot of people know about it. That's for sure. So they do good work. And I wish them well, and hope they continue to do so also.
yeah.
So, oh, I think Hayden just got another call, I bet. Well, we're going to get ready. Once he's back, we're going to wrap this up, folks. Again, support the Lee Specialty Clinic, please. Um, Definitely
I hit that.
keep them
I
in
hit
your
the
in
wrong
your
button.
thoughts. And would you get a phone call?
No, I hit the wrong button
Oh,
again.
did you? Well, it happens.
It
Eh,
does. It does.
Hey, you know what? It ain't a good show if you don't have mishaps. The way I look at it, I think mishaps
Oh,
add a
come
little
on.
bit of flair to your show. It makes it
Yes,
fun because you're
sir.
not quite sure if things are going to go according to plan, and when they don't, it's kind of fun to watch. Whereas when you edit stuff, all the mishaps are taken out. Nobody even knows about it. But I like how organic it is. So your mishaps, not a problem. You knew how to come back. You were always back prompt and quick. So, and I loved having you on here,
Oh,
bud.
thanks.
It was fun.
Thanks. Well, Bones, I'll say I loved joining. And yeah, folks, don't forget to come to Linden Recreation Friday and Saturday to watch the great softball games.
Heck yeah. And there's going to be a bunch of good ones. Bunch of good
There,
ones.
there.
So it's
And
a
then
lot of
don't
fun.
forget to check out the state softball tournament in Owensboro too, because that's going to be a bunch of good games too.
Yep. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It's going to be a lot of good games. So there you have it, folks. We're going to be wrapping this up. Um, thanks again to Hayden Redmon for giving time out of his day to be on my show. I greatly appreciate it. I love you, bud. And good luck when we face you. Hopefully we will again, but good luck on your all's game on Friday. And hopefully we'll see you all on Saturday. And hopefully Mother Nature withholds all the rain. But we'll have to see what old Mark Weinberg has to say about that because
I know.
he's the one that keeps me informed on what's going on with the weather. And the
I
weather definitely has
know.
been tricky at times.
Yeah, you're gonna laugh. I might actually try to see if I can get him to come out to the game on Saturday.
Who,
You
Mark?
know, well, no, I'll get him to come out to the game on Friday if he's available to do the weather forecast from the
Ah,
game.
that'd be awesome. I'd love to meet Mark Weinberg. I think
I
he's
know.
cool. I think he's fun.
He's cool.
He
He's
is
cool.
he's one of the most passionate meteorologists I've ever seen in my life. Like he is very passionate
Oh,
about he truly loves his job and he's good at it.
yeah.
But then again, I love WDRB. I have to be a little biased. I mean, they are, I just, that's, they're just a lot. They got a lot of good peeps on there too. So I mean, the other ones, WLKY does too. But yeah, I'm definitely, we've got a lot of good news channels in Louisville
Mhm.
that all got stellar people that work there.
Yeah. Well, hey, very quickly also. Special shout out to Gilbert Corsi from WDRB News and Michael Marshall from WDRB
I
News. I
love
would
Mike
mention
Marshall.
that.
Dude, did you see the other
Uh,
day? Mike Marshall, he was crazy as heck, man. He jumped off that diving board in his suit.
I
I
did
was
not
like,
get to
Mike
see it.
Marshall is
I had to go back to YouTube and watch
I had
that.
to too. I had to too, buddy. Mike Marshall's so cool, man. He's such a cool dude. I love him. I'd
well,
like to meet him
well,
too.
he's cool. I've actually got to meet him in Gilbert.
Well, dude, you've met
And
everybody,
actually,
man.
I've actually got to meet Mark Weinberg also.
See, you met everybody. One of these days I might be half as cool as you, but I still got a
Yeah,
long way to go. I'm working on it, man. I'm
yeah.
working on it.
Well, you know what, Bones, very quickly. If Michael Marshall can do that jump in a suit,
Uh-huh.
he can do that jump in the polar plunge in that suit.
Oh yeah, he
So,
could.
Michael Marshall, you just heard it. If you tune into this podcast
Oh
right
boy.
here, Hayden Redmon is
He just
challenging
called you out,
you.
Mike.
Is challenging you to join the polar plunge.
There you go. And that's you won't catch me doing that because I'm a big water, like cold water
Phone call. Be right
weenie.
back.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Once he comes back, I keep saying we're going to quit and we keep talking, but that's the glory of this show. We can just, if we got something else to say, we'll say it. Thanks everybody who did tune in and watch his story. I really appreciate it. And I'm
Yeah.
sure I'm sure Hayden is very grateful for all those that tuned in too. Hayden, make sure you tell all your friends and family and stuff because, like I say, they can start watching the podcast. I know podcasts, ladies and gentlemen, can be a little long, and we're already at 2 hours and 18 minutes. So I know that podcasts can be a little long, but the glorious thing about a podcast too is you can start it. And then if you got something going on, you could stop it. But then the next time you just want to, all you got to do is go back to your history list, click on it, and you continue right where you left off until you finish the thing. So it's not like you got to devote the whole 2 hours and now the 18 minutes at one fellow swoop. You don't have to. So definitely check out this young man, hear his story, listen to all the stuff that because he is so active in our community. It's unreal. He's one of the most active
Yeah.
people. And you heard it here. So thanks again,
You heard it
Hayden.
here.
And
Yes,
say hi to your family for me. I hope everybody's doing well and look forward to
okay,
see you
okay.
on
Yeah.
Friday and hopefully playing against you on Saturday of this week.
Sorry, yeah. And really quick, one more shout out, and then we'll
Go
end
ahead.
in a
Go
few
ahead,
minutes.
bud.
Uncle D, thank you so much. I seen your comment about Hot Rod,
Oh,
how he's working on it. Thank you.
yeah. Uncle D's a cool dude, man. He's a cool dude. Definitely
Yeah.
cool.
Uncle D,
Well,
you know what? Actually, shout out to you too, because you better come Friday if you want to meet Hayden Redmon.
ah, well, he may try, but he is awful far away sometimes. So
Oh.
that guy, he is a traveling man, dude. He's all over the place. That's why he knows so many people, is because he's always on the move. He's
Yeah.
he goes to a lot of different events. He's a good dude, really good dude, man.
Cool. Cool.
And again,
All
like
right.
you said before, thank you, Uncle D, for your service. And thanks to all of our military personnel that are out there listening. Thank you for what you do, because without you all, we wouldn't be doing this podcast. We wouldn't be living in the greatest country around. And granted, we have our problems in this country, but we're still awesome. And it's
Yeah.
because of our soldiers that
Yes.
have helped keep it that way. And we want to keep it the same way. We don't want to see things change. We want to keep this the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hmm.
And we can't do that without our
Yep.
military. So big shout out to them. And of course, big shout out to all of my peeps that I used to work with and the ones that I've retired and didn't get a chance to meet. But I want a big shout out to all of our police, fire, and EMS personnel as well, because, that is a very important thing that a lot of times gets swept under the rug and people don't really hear about. But that is a very much needed service with any community, and you couldn't go a day without them. So I think all of those individuals that do police, fire, EMS, and I mean, hell, even doctors and nurses. I mean, doctors are getting harder to find. Why? Because it's so incredibly hard to become one. And it's so incredibly expensive. So for all of those who do become doctors, thank you, because we need you. And nurses and nurse practitioners, you all are the backbone, of the medical care, especially after the public service brings them to you. So we thank you all for everything you all do, because you all are very pivotal anymore, because doctors are even harder to find. So you got nurse practitioners that are stepping up and doing wonderful things. So thanks to all of them too. So other than that, I think we've covered all of the thanks. Uh,
Bones. Hold on. There's one more thing.
you got one more? All
Thanks,
right. Well, let's go.
thanks also to the med students who are going into the school, the
Good
UofL
call.
Health or the School of Medicines to actually learn how to treat people with intellectual disabilities. Which Bones actually talking about that really quickly, and
Go ahead if you want to, bud. We go
uh,
ahead.
talking about that really quickly, actually, I'm also not just an athlete ambassador. I'm also a health messenger for Special Mix Kentucky, also. So I've actually got to go behind the scenes and
Hmm.
work with these meds doctors who's going in to treat people with intellectual disabilities. Um, because they actually ask like people like me, like, what's it like treating people with intellectual disabilities, And so I actually tell them, what it's like treating people with intellectual
Hmm.
disabilities. Um,
And see, that's good, because that helps them better themselves to do their job better. Because what better person to advocate is someone who has special needs, to say, hey, this is how you can kind of help take care of them. Because there's some of them, not you, obviously, because you're a chatty Cathy like me, but there are some special needs out there that can't really communicate, and or some that they have violent outbursts or whatever, and they can't help that. So it takes special people to know how to deal with the special needs community to actually take care of them efficiently. It takes people with immense patience and understanding, and to get that knowledge, a lot of times it's best when it comes from people like you that actually live it. because what better person to help than you? And I appreciate you always being that guy. So thank you so much, my brother. I guess this is
Yeah,
Bones.
thank
I
you.
guess we're going to go ahead and on that note, we'll wrap it up. We're almost at the 2.5 hour mark. So
Yeah, thank you.
I'm going to get ready to upload this either today or tomorrow. So it'll be 24, 48 hours or so before you'll see it on the other stuff. But all of your peeps, again, like I told you before, Hayden, they can all find that stuff because it'll be up now once
Okay.
I wrap this up. So
So
I
will
guess
it
we're
be
gonna
on YouTube now also?
yeah, it'll be on YouTube now. My Facebook, which again
Okay,
is
cool, cool.
Bones Enterprises LLC period is the business that houses the podcast on Facebook. So if you go to that, you can also see it on Facebook as well. And like I say, and if you do Twitch, it was on Twitch today as well. Those three it'll stay on, but until I upload it and it gets distributed, then you'll be on everything else like I talked about.
Okay, cool,
And I'll
cool.
text you when I know it is. I'll try to text you and say, hey,
Yeah,
you're up on everything.
yeah, cool. Thanks, thank
You
you.
got it, bud. Well,
Bones,
thank you again so
bones,
much. I
bones
appreciate it,
away.
man.
No, no, no. It's easy. Thank you for letting me come on and share.
Well, I appreciate it. And I appreciate you being on there because you were definitely one of them that I knew would be it would be good show. You got good communication skills. Just like Bryce had him on. He's got really good communication
Yes,
skills.
I
And
know.
there's some of you all. Oh, go ahead.
I loved watching you and Bryce.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a really fun show too. And there's a lot of you all that I would love to have on, but sadly there's some of you all that I can't because they don't there's some of you all that out there and that I know in our, community that through Soki that that are not very verbal. And you got to be verbal for podcasts. So it stinks for those that aren't unless you have their families on and let their families do a lot of the talking. So but other than that, I'm trying to hit all the people that have good communication skills too, to where they can raise awareness for you all because you all are incredibly intelligent and special people, and we need to covet that. And we need people like you that advocate for that to keep this going. And you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you.
So, all right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. It's almost at the 2.5 hour mark. So we're going to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in today to episode 10 of the special needs edition of the Bones Unfiltered podcast. I'm your host, Bones. And again, today, my special guest was the awesome Hayden Redmon. And I'm so glad that he came in. So
Hey,
thank
Dodgers.
y'all. And he is a Dodgers fan. So,
Yeah, thank you.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap the show up this time. We'll see you hopefully Thursday night for a music edition. But other than that, next week, we hope to have at least a special needs one. So stay tuned for that. And I'll try to set it up with more time where I can post and give people time to prepare. But until then, this is Bones saying be good or be good at it. Thanks for tuning in. Peace. Hayden, thanks, brother.
Bones Unfiltered podcast.